Alright, what's good, boys? Welcome back to the GI Wifflecast. I am Brandon Crone, Captain of Fisher Cats. I'm joined here by fellow captains Torn Roth, Jack Roth, and Aiden Ianco, as well as 3 draft prospects this time: Nate Harrington, Joe Kasari, and John Hassan. Bigger roster today. Different topics for you guys. Last time, I'm sure wasn't as smooth. We'll get better as we go on, but today we're just gonna get right into it. I have an intro question, which I'll get to in a sec. We're gonna analyze the schedule. By the time this goes up on YouTube, the schedule will be out and our Instagram should be up. I'm sure I'll put that on screen somewhere. We're gonna get into what is Joe waffling about, and we'll explain what that is as we go on. Tier list of the day will be Pixar movies, pretty good, and then we'll cap off with NFL talk. That's probably gonna be the longest topic of the day. We'll get into that to close it off. But my intro question for you guys, what is this dude doing, bro? My intro question. So I was making food earlier, right? And it just kind of got me thinking on the spot. I was making a PB&J sandwich, right? I take my PB&J very seriously, and I actually put chunky peanut butter on the sandwich, and I don't like chunky peanut butter at all. But my question to you guys is chunky peanut butter valid or not valid?
Yes, of
Valid.
course. It's peanut butter.
Valid.
No.
When I eat
Valid.
my peanut butter, I don't want to act like I'm eating like other things. Like
Motherfucker's Wi-Fi says
He's
no.
He's lagging
I said
so
no.
bad. He's lagging so bad. This dude just crashed the Google Meet fucking online school.
Do you guys
All right,
understand me
class
now?
today.
Alright, yeah, we can understand you now.
I eat my peanut butter.
Chunky peanut butter is valid.
No, it is not.
Peanut butter is not valid.
Chunky peanut butter is
What
not
is
valid.
he
I know,
spitting?
Torrin, you kind of got snubbed here because you're allergic. Is Jack allergic too?
Jack is not, but Jack eats. What we have in our house is not chunky peanut butter.
Chunky peanut butter is not valid.
Chunky
It is valid,
peanut
though.
butter are valid.
Chunky peanut butter is valid. Are you?
Peanut butter is
It's
peanut
like
butter.
that's like eating rice pudding. Like you have pudding and then there's just random chunks in your fucking pudding.
Rice
Like-
I'm gonna
pudding's
be
gas,
honest with you.
though.
Rice pudding.
Rice pudding is not gas.
Rice
What are
pudding
you
is-
talking about?
It is
Rice
valid.
pudding.
is valid. As
Of course,
fuck.
Joe would like rice pudding though. Like, let's just be real.
What do you got against Joe? bro?
What? What do you got? What is happening?
No,
What is happening?
it's not what I got against Joe. It's what I got against fucking rice pudding and chunky peanut butter. It's not
Rice
That
pudding is
can be a part of
amazing.
What is Joe waffling?
that
Yeah.
we can talk about Joe's rice pudding and sea shanties. Fucking Joe's sea shanties. We'll get into that. But let's take a count. Not valid is Jack. Is chunky valid? Not valid? No opinion.
I've not had it.
Okay, so we have 3 for Joe. Is chunky peanut butter valid?
It's valid.
So me and John
Alright.
we're outnumbered here. Alright.
Yes.
Alright, that's
Valid.
how I expected this to go.
All this ratio, you bozo.
We did just get ratioed
Peanut butter
successfully.
is not valid.
We just got ratioed, John. I hope you understand. We're kind of cooked, I fear.
I have a vote. All right. Tomatoes.
Yeah. What about him?
He's lagging again.
Say that again.
This dude wants to lead the NFL discussion and he can't
He
get a
can't
sentence
even
out.
speak.
Tomatoes. Valid or not valid?
Tomatoes?
Garbage water or
It
valid?
depends. It depends.
Tomatoes on a sandwich, yeah, but like you're not gonna catch me eating cherry
Mm.
tomatoes by themselves. It's fucking nasty.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate tomatoes with a passion.
They
With
have
a passion, tomatoes.
gotta be a-
are like
It really all depends.
it's got to be
Yeah,
a
'cause
condiment
if
on
you're
a
having
sandwich.
a tomato on a sandwich or something like
Yeah.
that.
That's good.
W.
Like in a taco.
When I
fuck
bite
no.
into it,
Take
In a
that shit
taco?
out.
Hell no! Hell
Yeah,
no!
take that shit
No,
out.
no, no!
profane
Take
language.
that shit out.
They're not that bad in the taco.
Hayden, watch
Yeah,
your
they're
profane
terrible.
language. This is a family-friendly podcast.
Don't
No,
care.
you can cuss. You can cuss. I don't give a fuck. Like I was
Anyways,
cussing on the last
Whoa!
Anyway, shut up. Let me talk.
one.
This isn't your podcast, John.
He's taking over now.
When I
so.
bite into tomatoes, I just want to cry. I want to cry.
So we got ratio. The podcast says chunky peanut butter is valid. That's
Correct.
okay. With that, we are gonna transition. We're gonna analyze the schedule here, so we'll get into that. All right, getting into the next topic, we are going to analyze the schedule. At this point of recording, it's not on any social medias, but by the time it's posted, this should have already been posted on our Instagram.
Who runs our Instagram?
Well, we haven't
Probably
made it
me
yet,
and
so
Brandon.
whoever
Probably
wants
me
to
and
run it.
Brandon.
It should
Yeah.
be me. It should be me. I should run the Instagram.
To
I
be
don't
honest,
trust
Nate
you to
has
run the-
ran. Nah, Nate
Yeah,
has
do you
ran
know what he
like
did on
everybody-
the Chell
everybody-
Instagram though? Do you remember
I
what he
did not
did?
do that. I did not do
remember
that.
Are you sure? Are you positive?
I
Are you
do remember
That
positive?
was very funny.
100%.
That
That
was
was
very
all
funny.
I known for.
That was very. That was not me. Do not
Okay.
try
Yes.
putting that shit on me.
I
I have
joined, dude. I
screenshots.
literally. I
have
think you forget.
screenshots.
I think you
I have
forget that I
screenshots.
literally left. I literally unowned the Instagram account because all three of us shared it. Right? I left it and then I joined just so I could talk shit in a group chat.
All right.
That was funny. That was very
Let's
funny.
stay on
Hold on,
topic. Let's stay on topic.
Boys, real quick. I'm on the topic of the Instagram. You know how I ran like the Shell TikTok?
I didn't.
Yeah, we'll do TikTok. That's fine. Yeah.
You could-
Yeah, John, you can run the league TikTok.
Yeah, we can
Real.
do. Well, we're
Like-
definitely gonna have
like for, like, the
we're
best
gonna take
clips,
full advantage of
highlights.
TikTok and YouTube Shorts because it's good for growth.
Yep,
Like really
exactly.
good for growth.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, the time recording this, the pitching tutorial is almost eclipsed 100 views, so that's not too bad.
That's not bad at all.
It's like 94.
valid. That's
Yeah,
valid.
we have like
That's valid.
15 subs. That's
That's-
pretty.
That's
Dude,
pretty
I haven't-
valid, to be honest.
I haven't checked in a minute.
I've checked every day. I'm so obsessed. All right. Anyway, so looking at the schedule here, what we have it's basically sectioned off 6 weeks and 6 weeks. The same matches repeat except teams switch. So, say you have Nighthawks Aces playing in week 6, and then week 12 they play again, but the home and away teams are swapped. And yeah, we have the 4 teams here: Fisher Cats, Bandits, Aces, and Nighthawks. If you didn't already know the names, I'm sure by this point you probably wouldn't because the season hasn't started. But
Fisher Cats some dog shit.
we have this All-Star break. We have the. I'm gonna ignore that. I'm gonna ignore this dude waffling. We have the All-Star game and the Home Run Derby in the same little thing there, and then the 1 seed plays the 4. We don't have divisions as we went over last time. 2 seed plays the 3, and then the highest seed left gets home field advantage in the World Series. Home field advantage in series means you're the home team in games 1 and 3. The away team is home teams in game 2 of a series, so they have home the majority. 3-game series. And we have all these matchups totals to 6 different games, so that's 18 total, 6 times 3. And yeah, every team makes playoffs, which is good because we only have 4 teams. But any matchups you guys want to highlight, feel free to just jump in and talk your shit because I know a lot of us in here are on opposing teams.
My first overall pick and I are looking at week 4.
I'm looking straight at week
We
4.
have the entire
Week 4.
Aces team on here.
We have
Yeah, the entire.
Aces
I'm
team
I'm
in
about
here.
to get
It
cooked.
is a 3v1.
I'm about to get cooked.
As captain of Aces with football, I can strongly say that we will win that series 2-1.
You think the series you have the series you're at the away team you'll win 2-1.
Here, can I cook? Well, not cook.
Yes.
Can I
What happened in the scrimmage though when my team had never played a game before?
I have 5 months. I have 5 months to work.
Let's talk analytics, okay? So we're looking at week 4. We're talking Aces and Fisher Cats. Projected probably the 2 best teams, and probably no offense to the other 2 teams, but
World
probably
Series
the
contenders.
World Series contenders. You got Torrens Aces with the first overall pick against Brandon's Fisher Cats, and Brandon's easily the best player in the league. So I think it's going to be a great matchup, and I think it's going to be close. And the only thing that could stop the Aces from winning is either bad bats or bad pitching.
If you guys take a series off us, it'll be in week 10 because you have home field. That's if you're gonna take a series 2-1, it would be here. It wouldn't be in week 4.
Well,
I also have an upset. I have an upset pick, which might seem surprising. All right,
I have predictions
serious.
if you guys want to look at those in a second.
Yeah.
is Ianco the Nighthawks?
I think it was the Nighthawks.
Ianco's the yellow
That
team.
sounds like a very Ianco name. Sorry, I got week.
Yeah.
I got week 8. The Nighthawks upsetting the Fisher Cats.
Wow.
This kid is fucking crazy.
Wow.
This kid
I
is
agree.
crazy. Dude, okay, I
agree.
so when I ran my predictions, I won't pull it up because I'll have to end the screen share, but I actually had us losing this series right here to Jack's Bandits 2-1.
I also can see week 12 as an upset for the Aces.
I had them, the Nighthawks sorting their shit together towards the end of the season, but getting swept a lot leading up to it. It all depends on
Well,
Ianco.
there's a Nighthawk in here if he wants to.
Yeah, Ianco, since
Yeah,
this
if
is
he
on the
wants to
topic of
pitch
your
in.
team, it all depends on You're
mean
definitely
fall
your team is
school?
definitely considered the underdogs here. It all depends on how you develop your own arm as well as the second arm behind you, whoever you take at that 3, preferably Landon. But what's your plan here? Because the schedule is not easy for the underdog team. Definitely the least experienced. Anything you want to add, feel free. Just kind of jump in.
Yeah, no, I just really needed to develop this team. Basically, that's really all I need to do. I need to get our shit together.
All right, you have a lot of time.
That's it.
Man, a few words, but straight to the point.
No, because the game experience here, this stretch here where you play 3 games in 4 weeks and all away, that's going to be a real test.
I would say
Yeah.
just like the Fisher Cats, the projected picks for the Nighthawks are what? It's probably
Threes.
Landon, and
John.
3 and
Landon
6 would be
John.
Landon and
So, I mean,
Brady. It's Landon and
Brady. So you got
Brady,
experience. I mean, you got Brady and Aiko, 2, really good athletes,
player.
both fast. You got Landon and Aiko, both with some background in baseball. I know Landon. I believe Aiko played baseball at one point.
Oh yeah, they both did.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not like horrible. I just think Aiko's got to develop his pitching, and his team could actually pull up a couple upsets in the schedule.
That's my concern because like listen, that batting duo, if he goes through with the projection of the draft, again I'm not gonna tell you how to draft, but like if he takes Landon and he has that top
They have
hitting duo in the
ball
league, yeah, they're gonna be winning or losing games. You're gonna see final scores of like 12-10 and like really high scoring ones. It all depends if they can get their shutout pitching. Like, if they can get that down, then they are instant World Series contenders because they're going to be pouring runs on. They know how to put the bat on the ball. It's not a concern.
Yep.
The concern is the pitching. Wow, Jack, with your Bandits here, you're 4 and 5. That 2 picks in a row is a lot of pressure, and it's up in the air. There's a lot of guys you could potentially be able to draft.
Yeah.
But I have you guys as my dark horse for sure. I know there's only 4 teams, so it's not really like. It's hard to say because there's not a lot to compare to.
But I mean,
But-
all these teams have a very good shot at
Yeah.
doing anything. I mean, one series and this entire season could turn around.
Yeah, because
Yep.
like I'll go here real quick. I have us getting hot through my team here, Fisher Cats. I have us getting hot through these 3 games. We play 3 and 4, and I have a sweep here, 2-1, 2-1 in my predictions, 7 and 2 over that stretch to put us in like a really good position. And then, but then dropping series somewhere in this stretch, we're gonna drop at least 1 series here.
I have another game to highlight, and week 1, the Battle of the Brothers between
Oh,
Torn.
I made this opening day on purpose. This is gonna be a good
Yeah.
game.
Battle of the Brothers, Jack, Torn. Torn, you think you're gonna come out on top in the Battle of the Brothers, or do you think
Well,
you're gonna?
obviously, as the older brother, you've got some pressure. I mean, losing to your little brother wouldn't be very good.
I mean, hey, you can ask the Bills and the Vikings about that.
Yeah,
one.
what's your
Okay,
confidence
we don't talk about that.
opening the league, Jack? You're the home team in the league's first ever game, first ever series.
My confidence is pretty good, but don't be too confident because that could screw you up. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. See, he thinks with his head, which is what you're.
I mean,
supposed to do.
my
I don't know what
prediction
else
for
you
this
think with.
series. My prediction for this series, I think we've got the series going 2-1 for us.
That was also that was in my
2-1
predictions. I had it
basically.
because what I wanted to talk about is because you're a lot of games unless you can really unless your pitcher really conditions, which is a goal that I'm trying to achieve to where I can comfortably just pitch 9 straight innings plus because games can go to extras. The fact that a second arm almost like inevitably has to come into a series makes it really hard to get sweeps in my opinion. So like even
Yeah, it does.
like teams could sneakily just take 1 game. And again, every team makes the playoffs, and then once you get to this point here, how the playoffs will work is it's just best of 3 for these 2. So just first to win 2. And then the World Series will be probably either best of 5 or best of 7. Probably best of 5. Best of 7 is a bit extensive.
Mhm.
Because
I mean,
we have to do it all in 1 day.
yeah,
So if we
Playing
potentially have to play
7
7 games,
that
yeah.
would be possibly 7
We're gonna burn daylight. we're gonna run out of battery for our fucking filming and cameras and stuff.
but- Per sources, I have received word that we might be getting some lights so we can play some night games.
Night game. All-star game
I don't
under the
know,
light.
I-
All-star game under the lights.
Yeah.
That might affect you a little bit there with that vision you got.
What are you talking about?
You do a little bit of a night game. Maybe the lights are a bit, dim.
Oh, I think I'm alright. I think with the lights, I think I'm fine. Just
I think the pitching will be really good.
in the All-Star game.
Per sources, I have received a prediction list from a captain. And
source.
I will say, I do have to agree with it, except for one condition. I have the records here for predictions, and they have the Fisher Cats going 12-6, the Aces going 10-8, the Bandits going 9-9, and the Nighthawks going 5-13.
Holy
It's their only series win being against the Bandits. We
should,
have.
but
would you care to-
as it stands, that's how I see it as it stands. Until the work is put in, I need to see it.
And then for we've got All-Star game, whichever team has someone, and then we've got Aiden Ianco winning the home run derby.
Yes.
I
Week
got
14
I got
playoff.
a question. I got
Yeah.
a question real quick. Is there any initiative to the All-Star game?
That's
in
what I
terms
was
of,
just about to explain is how it works. Okay, so it's gonna be like an NBA All-Star game. The top 2 players are going to be captains. There's gonna be a player pool of 6 guys, and there will be an All-Star draft. So teams of 4, 2 teams of 4 will be the All-Star game.
Will there be all-star jerseys, or will we just wear our team jerseys?
We'll
Probably
have
just our
something
team
like-
ones,
Or we
Like
can just wear,
baseball,
like,
we'll
different
combine
color
team
hats.
jerseys, team colors. Because again, we don't know what we're doing with that yet.
The way we
so-
should do it is we should do an NBA draft pool. But you remember how the MLB the one year did
They
the
wear all different
jerseys?
jerseys.
Yeah, we should do it like that.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what we'll do.
I
That's
know
what we'll
what
do.
my team is doing. My team is getting all black shirts, and then we will be printing on our actual logo on the shirt itself. So
You're gonna do that? Yeah, I'm probably gonna do the same with my team and just cover the cost. I mean,
Yeah,
it's not.
yeah, it's not cost.
If you just put a logo on a T-shirt, it's $15-20. I mean,
Mhm.
it's fine. And teams don't have to do it. It's it's personal
Eh,
preference.
And I can get them all done for 10. It's
I'm
pretty
actually
easy.
I'm wearing my
You
Well,
can get,
I
oh
mean,
yeah. If you
my
still have that
team-
connection, then yeah, you should get that done.
now.
My team entirely. I can do my team shirts as long as my 2 teammates bring me black shirts. I will be able to get it done in a span of 5 minutes.
I don't know if I have a plain black tee. Might have to go
You can
find
always
it.
do white. I mean,
Yeah.
the Aces would work. There's not gonna be a white team, so you could just do white.
Well, I'm pretty sure Jack's team might be wearing white with the red
White
bandage
shirts with the
logo.
logo. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, yeah, you do white or red. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But what else? Well, I mean, I don't know. Matchups they're tough. It's obviously hard to analyze pre-draft. We're going off the draft board and how we think things are gonna pan out. They should pan out, at least close. I don't see any super surprising picks taking place at the draft unless someone's trying to be different. Then,
Yeah.
I don't know. You could there's a little. The only room to fluctuate is picks 4 or 5 through 6 or 7. It's a very small window, and you can I only see 3 or 4 possible different draft orders, which is insane. But the town is just it's known enough to the point where these guys are more than just prospects at this point. Because I mean, they've literally played with us for an entire summer, so it really helps with the draft process, helps it go over more smoothly. But we're gonna try to make it as best we can. We'll have a video on the draft. We're gonna have a little draft kind of party get together thing, and then
Little
we're
party.
also going to try and film
Dress up.
an IRL edition of the podcast following the draft while we're all together at I'm assuming Torrance
Yeah.
house
Yeah.
in that
Back room.
in that back
We'll
sun-
probably have teams in each corner or something like that, and we'll have the microphone in the middle.
How are we gonna make that up?
I'm not sure.
we'll plan it when we get there. Cause
We could do mic'd up with AirPods or something.
mic'd up, that could work. I mean, honestly, it may not be super important. We could just, well, I don't know. We'll see when we get there. I have plans though for an IRL thing, for a fun segment. Obviously, we can't do a tier list, I was thinking of like some form of a trivia game or something for like our fun segment, and then just talk. That could be pretty fun. Again, if anyone else has anything else to say about the schedule, otherwise we're probably just gonna segue.
I think we're fine. I think.
All right.
Yeah.
My team's schedule is looking pretty easy, but
Okay, you need to chill because you play every team twice a year.
I think my teammates can agree, but
Your one teammate is muted. Your other teammate hasn't said a word.
But
he will be saying a word in the segment.
Into the funnest segment of the day.
Yeah, he is going to be saying a word to our next segment we're going to get into
Hey,
now.
Torrance,
What is Joe
Torrance.
waffling about? And I'll explain
never
that.
mind.
What?
Huh.
I was gonna propose a trade real quick.
Oh
No,
God!
during
Wait,
the
we have a
podcast.
live trade. We have a live trade. This is caught on the podcast. This is a live trade. Everyone, what is your offer, Ayanko?
All right, so Torin for the
If it
first
involves
pick.
the first overall pick, I'm not doing it.
Hold up. Let the man speak his word.
For the first pick, I'll give you my third pick
You want to speak a word?
and my picks from next year.
Well,
No.
there's one pick next year probably, unless we can
No.
find 8 more players. But it's most
No.
likely just going to be 4. Each person has 1 pick.
The first
And
draft.
You're doing all that
in
for
my
the
opinion-
first overall pick.
I
Yeah, it's
mean,
kind of
in
hard to
my
trade.
opinion, the first overall pick in the inaugural draft. I feel like it's the best player available.
I mean, because Nate could essentially be a captain. So you're gonna have to trade a. It's like trying to trade for Aaron Donald. Like you're gonna have to give up your entire future, in hopes that
Yeah, Torin.
can
So
bring it
for
home.
the first pick, I will give you my third pick, my next year's pick, and my 2025 pick too.
Do you accept the Torrent or no?
No.
I don't think Torrent's trading the first overall pick because I
I'm not
tried.
trading the first pick.
Torrent didn't take. I was gonna give him for the 1 and the 8. I was gonna give him both my picks this year, my pick next year, and 2025 for the 1st and the 8, and he didn't take it. So I don't think there's much else. But all right, with that, the live trade was declined. We're gonna get into what is Joe waffling about. All right, our next topic is what is Joe waffling about. So you'll see, Joe is the person in the center of my screen right now, as you guys see. He's currently pointing at the camera. If you don't know what waffling about is, it basically just means saying the most random shit incomprehensible to any human, and he just says it like it's second nature daily. I try not to be surprised by anything, but some of the things he says are so ridiculous that I don't know how to react. But we have some receipts of some things, and we also have just our memories. So let's what do you want to talk about first? The sea shanties, or what should we?
Joe was waffling the other night when nobody else was around.
All right, Joe, what were you waffling about at the sleepover? Let's hear that, because none of us
what
were
was
there.
I waffling about?
None of
Wait,
us were
what
there.
are you talking about?
Bro's trying to start some stuff.
Oh, your
You can't
cameras.
just
You're
go like
waffling about
this.
cameras being an NPC, this and that.
Oh,
No,
your
wait, I'm at-
cameras. Oh, cameras. You're. What about?
Cameras!
Okay, you're shopping for German cameras in English class, and also boattrader.com.
Oh yeah.
What
so
the boattrader.com?
I'm saying I would. Okay, if I had the money, which I could just buy. I want to own a boat. All right.
Okay.
And you got to look at boats so you know knowledge. Okay. So I'll go on boattrader.com. Okay. And I will send messages to people selling boats and ask them questions about the boat and then never respond back. Just so I know what the
Oh,
boat's about. So
okay.
like I'll look up a boat and I'll be like, I don't really like how the carpet looks. So then I'll ask them, I'll be like, hey, are you going to clean the carpets before purchase? And then they'll say yes, and they'll be like, are you interested? And I'll never speak to them again.
All right, that's fair, I guess. For anyone who doesn't know, by the way, as you probably saw in the last podcast, Joe is, in addition to being a player in this league, is the coach of the Section 6 Spartans.
He's also our
Yep.
photographer.
He is also
If
the
we wanna-
photographer
if we
for
wanna,
the Section 6
show
Spartans.
some,
He's
if
also
we want
the
to show some.
The NPC.
NPC.
Of the
Of the
league,
Section
correct.
6 Spartans and the league.
I mean, if we want to, we
he
can
is
slide some
he's the
vid-
projected Mr. Irrelevant of the draft, last overall pick.
You know, I'm alright with that.
Why
I'm
you
alright with
gotta? Why do you have to?
But most importantly, he is Coach
is
Joe.
worse than me. I'm gonna say it here. Michael Guglia is worse than me.
That
Alright?
okay, that is a hot take. We can discuss
That
this.
is not a hot take.
We can discuss
I
this.
can hit so much better than he can.
You know, I.
Yeah,
agree
that
with
is right. Michael Guglia does not have a good swing for him.
But I would prefer Joe on my team.
Like, I'm more reliable when it comes to hitting. Okay, I can catch a ball.
Debatable. That's debatable.
Debatable. He's got better knees than you.
Fielding skills
Joe
is
has
very
the best knees
debatable.
I've ever seen in my life.
Base running is very
Joe's
questionable.
Joe's fielding skills are really debatable.
Yeah, the arm is
The arm is
No.
fine.
See,
His
you don't
knees
need
are all
you
fine.
don't need a strong arm. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to? I don't know. Do you want me to bench 225 pounds? So
no. I want you to be able. I want you to be able to throw a wiffle ball without having to take 5 seconds to wind up, cock your arm back behind your ear, and push forward, and it goes 10 feet in front of you and hits the ground. And then when Joe tried to get a pitch,
Joe definitely recites like the elementary gym teachers teaching us how to throw a ball.
yeah, no, honestly, put it to the phone, point, and throw.
I'll
Like-
Joe for a little bit. This is a segment. You all need to hop off, bro.
Okay, yeah, let's get more. All right, we're gonna hop off. We're gonna talk more about what you were waffling about.
Okay,
So,
hold on.
Can we talk about your Slim Jims? The
oh
usual
yes,
amount
dude,
of
I was.
Okay, no, hold on.
I ate
Can
like
we
five.
actually talk
He's
about
got one
something
right
else?
now.
So Joe, can you explain the
Doesn't look like
purchases
one.
behind the Slim Jims?
Well, I didn't purchase them
Well, why do you have so many?
because I think I've gone. Okay, so I'll go for the podcast. My grandfather,
Okay.
for some reason found I don't know why, thinks that I really like Slim Jims.
Okay.
So he has like in this one refrigerator at his house, inside of his garage, has like 15 packs of Slim Jims, and every single time I meet him, he gives me one.
The real question is, why does he have Slim Jims in a refrigerator?
Well, listen.
Because then they won't go bad.
I feel like Joe's grandfather is one of those stereotype grandpas from cartoons that like don't know the grandkid's name. They're like, "Oh, Sammy! Oh, right. Wait, what's your name again?" Like that's Joe's grandpa is in a nutshell.
So,
That-
but I've never told them
Cartoon.
to stop giving them to me. So that's why I just
do you
have.
appreciate the gesture, or
Yeah,
you,
yeah, because it's nice. Because
what is John doing?
they're a decent snack.
He's flexing that. Oh, he's flexing that paper. Okay.
Oh,
Very
He's
random.
flexing that stripper money he's got.
Paper.
Very random
Because
flex.
when he-
Oh
Oh
God,
my-
you
The
just.
cat- Oh my no!
You just summoned
No, you
Rich
just-
Boy Joe. you just summoned Dash's Hall of Famer. Oh, he's making it rain
Oh my.
with ones.
yeah.
One of those
ones.
That's that
One of
prime
those
money right
singles.
there. That's that prime money.
Joe, and I got another question. So
The sea shanties.
I know where this developed from, but can you go to the podcast and can you explain to the others why you started reciting sea shanties?
Do you listen to the
And what
SpongeBob?
inspired you?
I'm asking basically, do you listen to the SpongeBob OST?
No, I don't listen to the SpongeBob OST. I listen to the Assassin's Creed
Assassin's
Black
Creed.
Flag,
John.
the OST. So
No,
here's the thing.
yeah.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I like listening to sea shanties at night. All right. I'm gonna.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with it. All right. All I do is I tap on. All right. I listen to some Lowlands.
bro.
Some Lowlands away.
Hey, booty
Wait, I'm
in
sorry to
the
interrupt. I'm sorry to interrupt. Did John just break his camera by throwing a football at it?
Yeah.
I know. I just saw it. Oh, look, it's buffering again. We're right back to
I'm trying
square
to
one.
figure it out. Hold on.
ass. 10 out of the
This dude just
contacts
broke his
bureau.
camera by throwing. Oh, he's good. Hey,
Hey,
what's good, buddy?
Hey!
What's
Oh, you're
good,
talking
gang?
about Eric Troutman's class?
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
God.
in school, and it's 8th period. We're in Astro Ocean. We walk in, and Mr. Troutman is playing sea shanties on his loudspeaker. So Joe's like really catching the vibe. But I never thought it would come out of this until he started texting in our group chat sea shanties one day, and that he'd love to listen to them.
So you were demonically inspired by Eric Troutman.
No. See, because I had been listening to. I used to, during the Bovid eras of schooling, when I was in class, I would have a 10-hour, like the SpongeBob,
That's what you would listen to while we were in online class.
Yeah, for literally hours on end. One time I literally listened to it for 4 hours. because I was
4
during school.
hours.
Are you?
Yeah, so I heard while I was in
Are you
school
serious
for
right now, bro?
4 hours straight. I heard.
That's like Nate when he just listened to Mr. Krabs walking for 10 hours and he listened to the full video. He listened to the full thing of Mr. Krabs walking for
What?
10 hours.
I mean, me waffling, okay?
Waffling.
It's just second nature to me to start saying really like
Just saying clear
just
stuff.
saying clear shit because it makes people laugh because you just hear it and you're like, what's going on?
What is
Like, I
what is
think
bro
one of the
waffling
most-
about?
One of the
Say,
most
what is bro
waffling things
about?
I've ever done was when I was at a
Good at
Dairy
that.
Queen with like 10 other people after a Link Crew
Oh no.
event. And then I just out of nowhere say, and I'm not even joking. So the Dairy Queen, the street, it's where, what road is that? Is it? Which one is that? Okay, I don't know, but it's that road in Tremont where
I know what
that
you're
little-
talking about.
my mom got hit by a car on that street at
What?
that exact place. And then as we were eating ice cream, somebody is running back and forth there. And then I just go, oh yeah, that's where my mom got hit by a car. Just out of nowhere. No. But I said it just
My honest
casually.
reaction to that
And then
information.
every single person did like, kind of like this, okay? They're eating their ice cream and then it just...
Yeah, that's Joe anytime he speaks. It's like anytime Joe is sitting in the back of Brittany John's class talking about how he loves to read Moby Dick, and they're just like,
Moby Dick.
I turn around to Joe in the English, and I'm just like, my honest reaction to that information, and me and Joe just make the my honest reaction faces.
Okay, and then I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what Ianko was waffling about, saying I was saying stuff at our sleepover, but I don't remember exactly what he was talking about. Something about a camera.
He said you're being clear about camera. Were you educating John Martinez about your camera?
No,
fetish?
no. I think it was like
I won't call it a fetish. It's a hobby. I respect it.
It's a hobby.
Guys,
It's a W hobby.
Evacuating on flailing inflatable tube man.
I saw you stroking that earlier. Don't think I'm letting that slide. I saw.
Oh, you're
Oh
stroking.
my god.
I'm stroking my shit, dog. I got low. But you know, I think it was something along the lines of like what was the camera? I gotta ask, where is he?
He left. Okay. Wait. He texted me. So actually, all right. Let's pause for 1 sec. All right, we're back.
And
I had to check my phone, Jeff.
I don't know, something about
it's
the
gone.
wow, like Aiden. I'm just saying, like, there were some strange, you know, I don't know. That bowling night some of the parts were a little strange.
You were waffling.
No, because like at the end of the we probably almost got kicked out.
What?
Of the bowling alley because Aiden and John Martinez kept moaning anytime somebody would go up to bowl.
Are you serious right now, bro?
Are you serious? So they would like, I don't even want to recite it. I don't want to recite it. It was
Why not?
okay. Yeah. Basically, they were doing
Alright,
that
alright,
every
alright.
single time.
Bro.
Dude, what are we in fucking 6th grade? Like, I haven't done that since middle school.
And then we left, and then we almost died.
What? What are you waffling? You're
Well,
waffling
'cause
again.
No.
What are you
So
waffling
we
about?
walked outside, and it was mid whiteout, so mid blizzard
So
basically.
you almost got killed by snow, is what you're trying to say?
No, it was that we could not see the street like lines, like the lines of like we didn't know where we exactly were.
So death by snow car accident.
Yeah, we
You
were
almost had that
unsure
trouble.
of where we were for like a solid 10 minutes.
Yeah, that would be fucking scary.
It was
And you were oh god, that's horrible.
And you were with Aiden and Jeff. No, I'm
I
kidding.
can't
I'm
lie.
kidding.
No,
Okay.
I'll tell you what the seating arrangement was in that car. Okay,
Nate, bro, that had
So
some
it's-
zest to it.
I'm trying to think. I think it was
He's
okay.
called
So
you a zesty
John
Nate.
Martinez, and then Aiden is sitting on his lap. Then Sam in the middle. Me on the side going like this. Okay? And then we got Mike Green up front. And then Emma driving. And that was a you gotta go. You gotta go. That was how I felt about that.
Go.
You gotta go.
You gotta go. I can't do it like the guy on
So
TikTok.
pretty soon,
You
guys,
gotta go.
I'm gonna be driving. Doesn't that make everyone excited? Like
Does that mean I won't have to?
I'm about.
I won't have to take you to the wiffle ball games. Every week?
Of course.
All right.
Well, what if I
No,
wanna see
I'm
myself
giving
in
rides
basketball?
again. I just don't want to have to take 10 people.
I'm pretty sure.
So I have to take my whole team, and then probably Nate.
Wiffle season, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to drive by then. So, because that's
Alright.
next summer, right?
Yeah.
April, May.
2020.
So there's a
starts
chance
like
we
spring.
We'll probably have some
Like,
preseason games though. We'll probably have some preseason games.
Well, because listen, if Joe can actually get us in that gym once or twice, we'll film a preseason scrimmage in indoor.
I'm
that'll be
saying that
fucking
we have the
lit.
draft over Christmas break.
I agree.
Probably.
I agree.
I'm
And then
Jason.
we film an IRL. If we go on a day we have off from school. We do the draft. We can honestly do the draft towards. We could do the draft last and film the podcast first. Or no, we should do the draft, film the IRL podcast. One of the segments talk about the draft, and then do whatever else from there. I think that would be the best.
Yeah, no, we should definitely do another Torrent.
Oh shit! I can't lie.
Yeah.
Torrent draft.
We might have to flex. Oh wait, no, never mind.
It would be any day during
Never
Christmas
mind.
break. Any day.
No, I'm waffling because I just remembered our season doesn't start till spring, so I'm chilling.
Yeah.
Bro,
And it
Jack
would-
is
I'll
dead.
be
It would be on
Jack is
weekends.
fucking dead.
and Whatever.
I'll be
or
waffling
weekends.
for the rest of my life. That it's part of the whole joke is that I just waffle.
I think you'll get worse as you age, but it's funnier, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's funnier. Because think about all the times I've waffled. What is the immediate reaction besides like just
It's
like,
either
oh,
laughter or my honest reaction to that
yeah,
information.
or like my
So
honest
it's,
reaction. It's the
But
perfect.
that's funny too, so it's fine.
One of these podcasts, we should have the Nate joke segment.
Oh, you want to talk about being clear? We can do that next episode.
Clear.
We can do that next episode. We can talk about being clear. I have receipt. I have the note. I have notes. I have notes.
No.
Hey,
You don't remember that? Okay, speed.
Okay, speed.
You have notes.
Nate, you don't remember that band concert when? Here, he knows. He remembers. He remembers exactly what I'm talking about. You remember exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
He
Yeah,
knows.
I do.
To finish off the segment, I'm a little angry because my film that I sent in to get developed is still not. They still have not sent me the pictures, and they told me that they have my email, but they don't.
Oh no.
Like, they're not gonna send them. They say they're
What
going
is Jack
to, but
doing?
You've been
I'm
yeah.
trying to move up my chair.
Okay, this dude Jack has said maybe 3 words.
3 words all the time.
That's
Bro, it's
okay.
just
It's okay.
weird.
Jack, you know
Prepare
Pixar.
that.
You know
I have
Pixar
to-
movies, right?
me and my
Oh,
brother-
yeah.
Yeah, he can contribute to the tier list. That's fine.
Yo,
All right.
hold on. Yo. For this, I gotta put on my
Yeah,
Yeah,
put on the
go
Pizza
ahead.
Planet shirt.
Yeah, I gotta waffle with my
Yeah,
brother.
I'm gonna go grab food before we do this.
All right, yeah. Everyone's
It's on my
going.
pizza.
We're
Take
gonna
5.
we're gonna stop the recording now and cut back when we're at the tier list. So we'll see you guys. All right. Moving on to the next segment, we have Pixar movies. And okay, last tier list was a little dry because we all just kind of were in agreement of where things should go. If you guys have a differing opinion, don't just go with the majority. Feel free to
Don't be a
debate.
meat rider.
Yeah,
be a
don't.
follower.
Yeah, no, don't ride dick. That's a good way of putting it. But let's start with A Bug's Life. This is in alphabetical order, I guess.
E.
Go
Okay.
with B
Bugs
for
Bugs Life.
Beats the Bugs Life.
B.
B.
It is. It
Yeah,
is.
okay.
I just
It's a very
actually.
B tier.
Yeah, I
movie.
actually just. Nate knows. I just watched it like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's an okay, solid mid-tier movie.
It's a
It was
flick.
like what, one of the first Pixar movies that is
Flick.
like the second one after Toy Story, I think, that they made, or something like
It was
that.
good,
I don't know. It was like late '90s, but it's it's solid, a solid movie. A
No,
solid.
it's a solid movie though. It's
Alright.
like nothing. Is that Brave? Is
Brave
the one?
sucks. I don't know how you
No,
guys
yeah,
feel about
right,
Brave,
yeah,
but it
right,
sucks.
Is Brave the one with the red-haired chick?
Yes, and the
Who's
bear,
not?
and the bear.
Oh, that's a F movie. I can't
The
lie.
movie
It's,
fucking-
it's not the worst movie. It's the best.
It's pretty
a
fucking
fun
bad.
fact for you. I got a fun fact.
That's
I
why
used
you
to
make a
watch
Disney
Brave
princess
lot.
Pixar.
I don't know why. I don't know why I watched that so much, but I did when I was younger. When it came out, I watched it a lot.
See, I know this
Okay.
isn't Pixar, but Tangled is a good movie. That's how you do a proper princess movie. Frozen is a good movie. All right,
I have a little bias towards the original Cars because the original
Well, that's
Cars came out.
that's the
No,
greatest
I can't
Pixar
lie.
movie of all
I've
time.
watched
Alright,
all
bro,
three. I've
fun
watched
fact
all three
about-
car movies multiple times in the span of the last 2 years. So
Fun
I-
fact
okay,
about
Cars-
the Cars movie itself. The first Cars movie came out on June 8th, 2006, which happens to be the exact date that I was born.
That's
That's
fucking
incredible.
crazy. Yo, Tor, you are a legend. I'm not gonna lie.
As
But
soon
no,
as I
Cars-
found that
Cars
out,
was-
that was dope as hell.
Torrent,
Cars was my
Torrent,
thing as a kid.
Torrent,
Like,
What? What?
You're a liar. You're a liar.
What? I'm not a liar.
You're a liar.
I'm not.
Is he fact checking you?
Came out June 9th.
Oh! Oh shit! Yo, he just fact checked your ass.
I
Torrent!
post it every year. I post it every year on that date because it's
Cars release
on
date.
my friend's birthday and Cars.
Torrent,
June
you just
9th,
got exposed.
2006. Don't lie!
I
It is the
swear.
greatest Pixar movie
What?
ever!
It is. No, it is.
No,
You're right. You're right.
Okay, no.
Anyone
Then
who
there
wants
must
to
be a
dispute
typo,
can- you
because
can debatable.
On the actual, all right, so it's on the DVD itself. It said in theaters June 8th, 2006.
Shut
Release
your
date
bitch
was
ass.
June
Shut
9th.
your bitch ass up.
Well,
Is
then that's
Yo
wrong.
is Yo here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
2, Cars 2,
Cars
B.
2 I have.
No, A. Cars 2 is an A.
Okay, listen.
Hey.
A lot of people fucking hate
Listen
this movie.
here.
A lot of people hate this
Listen
movie.
here,
B.
buddy.
B.
Put it in B tier.
Fine. I love Cars 2. I would put it high.
I'm fine.
I would
with
put
B.
Cars
Actually,
2 high.
I didn't like Cars 3. I did not like Cars 3. I think it was.
Nah, it was mid.
Oh, I gotta check it. I gotta check Cars 3.
Cars 3.
Cars
Cars 3
I did
is
not like Cars
all
3.
right.
It's
Oh, I gotta
such
check
a-
it.
it's-
Wait,
I gotta
do
check it.
Do you not know what
Cars
it is,
3.
Jack?
Wait,
Cars.
put the Brave.
I
in
watched
here?
it before.
Jack, it's the one with the. It's one.
I know it's. Oh,
the
it's the
next
one with
gen of
Storm. Oh,
Cars.
I hated it.
It's the one with
I hated
Cruz,
that one.
Ramirez, and Storm. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's-
see,
I hated it.
I couldn't
See,
see.
yeah, because listen, ours is busted. A lot of people, they hate this because it's a spy movie and they like this one better. Dude, this movie, I don't care what anyone says. Cars 2 is fucking lit. It's literally,
Yeah,
they literally
it's
turned
good.
Cars into a spy
Agent
movie and I
Mater.
loved it.
Agent Mater.
Coco's
Okay.
A. Coco is
Coco.
Coco's an
Yeah,
A
Coco's
tier.
a solid
Never,
A.
Yeah.
never seen the movie.
I remember
sadly.
watching that in
Coco
band
Loco.
class. I remember watching it in
Loco.
band with
Do you
Miss
guys like-
Wadowski.
Do you guys like? Dude, I didn't even pay attention, so I can't say I've seen the movie.
All right, Finding Dory. I like.
See,
I like Finding Nemo so much
Finding
better.
Dory, Finding Dory
Get
kind of
that
sucks.
out of here.
C.
Get that C tier movie out of here.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Finding Nemo
Nemo
is the
S
A.
tier.
S?
Nemo is A.
I say A. I say A tier.
Ooh.
A tier.
Is
A
it
tier.
really? Is it really on the same level as Cars? That's.
Holds too much.
No.
Holds too much
No.
personal
No,
value.
it's not. No, it is not. Put that in A
But would
tier.
you say Finding? So
But
you're
guys,
saying
guys,
Finding
guys,
Nemo is on the
guys,
same
guys.
level as Coco? I think you're a little wild in there. I'm not.
You're a bit
Yeah, but
tripping
it's,
there.
not, it's like a solid in between.
Dude,
Alright.
the three
Then-
one
then
behind
it's-
S tier should be Nemo, Cars, and the original Toy Story.
That's
No, I want to be straight up here.
No,
Hey,
if Finding
guys,
Nemo is
guys,
A, then you're
guys.
putting Coco in B.
no.
Torrent, hold on, guys. Let me say something real
I
quick.
watched someone
The
try to
only-
say Toy Story 2 is better than the OG.
Nate,
It is.
The
it
only
is,
movie-
It is. It
the
is.
The
only
original
movie-
Toy Story is
Guys.
the best movie.
the only movie that belongs in the S tier with Cars is Toy Story 1 and Toy Story 3.
Toy Story 2 is
Toy
the best
Story
one.
3.
Toy Story
No,
2 is
y'all
the
are
best
tripping.
movie.
Y'all tripping. Y'all tripping.
The
We'll
original
get into
is
we'll
the
get into that.
best.
We're not on Toy Story yet, but Nemo.
Oh my god.
Okay, Nemo is more of an A than an S in my opinion, but I don't know.
Thank you.
We'll put it. Okay, we'll rank them in order. So what's better between Cars 3 and Finding Dory? I think Cars 3, and then A Bug's Life or Cars 2. That's tough.
Cars 2.
Cars 2?
Bug Life.
Really? All right, we're gonna piss people off with that. Inside Out is goated. I don't care what any of you say.
A tier. I'm to-
A tier and it's better than Coco.
A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Also,
I've
favorite
never
Tesla
watched
song is
Luca.
Inside Out.
I've never
Luca.
watched this movie.
Wait,
Never
what?
watched-
Joe?
never
Joe?
watched
Wait, hold on. Joe?
Never
What did you just say?
Inside Out is my favorite Duster song.
He's waffling. He's waffling again. He's
We
waffling
need Joe
again.
waffling every
I knew he
podcast,
was
every
waffling on the podcast. I knew it. Okay,
Never
I've
watched,
never seen
um,
Luca, but I heard that like
Never seen it.
it is a weird.
I've never seen it.
It's
Never
about
seen
a
it.
fish boy and a
I have.
non-fish
I saw
boy.
that.
Jack,
F-
rate it.
C. C.
Is it better than Finding Dory and Cars 3?
No.
No, it's
Can't be.
worse.
It's worse than
It's
both.
better than Cars
Interesting. Okay. Monsters Inc.
Monsters
is goaded.
Incorporated.
Monsters Inc.
That
is
is an S tier.
Monsters Inc. is goaded. I don't
That's-
care what anyone says.
Whoa!
I don't
Did they just try to say A tier?
It's better
I
than.
think it's S tier.
It's better
I don't
than
think
Nemo.
it's S tier.
Is
but I
it-
think
is
it's
it
better
top-
than Nemo.
That is
Why
S
is it
tier.
up there?
That is
Top of
S
A
tier.
minimum. Top of A minimum.
It's top of A. It's at the top of
Oh,
A.
no,
Fine,
'cause
you're
I would put
fine,
Nemo
fine.
as
Put
an
it in
S
top
tier.
of A, but that is a top
For
A.
me,
Joe, that's
Nemo
what
is
I
an
was trying
S
to
tier
say.
pick.
Joe, I thought Nemo was an S tier pick too.
Nemo is an S tier movie. Because if
Dude,
I,
the storyline,
because
just
I
the
would
storyline
put,
itself.
I would put Nemo in top of A or in S over Monsters Inc.
Really?
You know
Well,
what? You know
where do
what?
where do you stand on that?
We
Torin,
can make
Torin
a
and John.
compromise.
Monsters Inc. or Finding Nemo? Like one movie's got to go. What do you
Monsters
think?
Inc. Monsters Inc. is better.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, Monsters Inc. is better than Finding Nemo.
We see. We
I
can.
Yeah.
So,
Clear.
so that's
Monsters Inc.
the
is one
majority. The majority is 4-2. So we'll keep it like this, I guess. If
Monsters
you're-
Inc. I think could go in.
It could no. It could. You could do it either way.
I've
But
never watched Monsters Universe.
it's so underrated. It's so good. It's
Very
so
good
good.
movie.
Actually, so
It's a
good.
very good movie. Put it in B.
Yeah, I'd put
Yeah.
it atop a B. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's better than Cars 2 for sure.
Yeah. Okay. I've never seen
Oh, yes.
Onward.
What the fuck is that?
It's like Chris Pratt in it.
Yeah,
I've
it's the
never
one
watched
with like Chris. They look like troll
Is
people.
that the one? Wait. Oh no.
It came out
I've
during
never-
COVID. I didn't see
I've
it.
never
Like
seen
your
it.
dad?
I've never seen it.
It's the movie about a dad trying to get their two kids trying to get their dad back,
I never
and they
watched
only
it.
got half of his body.
So it's
Jack,
Hunter.
rate
It's,
it.
it's Hunter Hunter, but with 2 kids.
I never watched it.
Oh.
I only know
Alright,
some
then
of
we're
it.
putting in haven't seen. Okay. Th- I know where I would
Ratatouille,
put
okay.
Ratatouille. I know where I would put Ratatouille.
Ratatouille.
If you put it in F, I swear to
I
God.
haven't watched.
I
Ratatouille.
no, Torin. Complete
watched
opposite.
Ratatouille in
You're
so
not reading
long.
my energy at all. I think Ratatouille is an
Ratatouille-
S tier movie, personally.
Ratatouille.
Oh,
I think Ratatouille is a goated S tier movie, but that's just me.
I can agree with that.
haven't
I can
watched
agree with that.
Ratatouille in a minute yet.
You haven't.
what?
Alright.
Yeah, I like Ratatouille.
Ratatouille is before.
No, I don't think it's higher than Monsters Inc. or Nemo.
No,
I
fuck
could put it.
no.
I could put it here. I could put it here.
Yeah,
I can.
alright, that's fine.
That's
Whatever.
respectable.
I like it, but I
Isn't Soul supposed to be like Inside Out?
Somewhat, yeah.
heard it's
I
actually
haven't
pretty
watched
good. Never
I
seen it.
watched it. I watched it.
Soul?
I say put it C.
C tier.
What are we
I
putting?
have,
C
Soul?
before
Have you seen Soul?
Luca.
Oh yeah, so I love the guy who is the music
Oh, it's like
teacher
blues music.
in Soul is this guy named John Baptiste, and he's like one of my favorite like modern blues artists.
We just
I'd
opened a
give
can
him a
of worms.
solid B tier.
We just opened a can of worms. Okay. B. All right. I could put it. I'll put
No,
it.
put
Soul's
it
a
before
really good
Bug's
song.
Life. Put it before Bug's Life.
No,
than
no,
Bugs Life?
whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
That's you're crossing lines.
No, I would not give it. No, it's just a good movie. It's not. It's
Okay,
not Bugs Life.
this is. I have to switch. We need to switch these around. It's Bugs Life is better than Cars 2. We
Yeah, fact.
we have
Monsters
to we have to
University
switch
is
those
first
around.
in B.
Monsters University is the top of B, unless
Wait,
something
you guys
else
put
comes.
Ratatouille in A tier? That is an S tier.
That was my argument was
No,
S,
it's not.
but
No, it's not.
my argument was that I
Yes,
thought it was
it
S
is.
as well.
it is.
I agree
It gets
with Joe.
boring like halfway
It does
through.
not get boring.
It does not get boring.
Yes,
no.
it
It does not
does.
get boring.
Dude, this dude is
Dude,
not.
have
You
you
have
ever
not seen it since
seen-
you're 8.
have
You
you
don't
ever
think
learning
it's
seen
a
boring.
story
the
of
critic
rat,
scene
bruh.
when it
You're learning
literally
the
he eats
story
a
of a
bite of
rat.
ratatouille and then remembers his
Yeah,
childhood?
dude, he has a
That's
flashback to
beautiful
his
stuff.
childhood over
It's an
food.
S
It
tier
was
pick. You
legendary.
cannot change my
You guys
mind.
are
Shut it
watching
up.
a movie about a fucking rat.
Good
Yeah.
Dinosaur! The Good Dinosaur is an F! It is
It
an
sucks.
F.
It's trash. Thank you. It's
Yeah.
weak, but it's better than
Yeah.
Brave. But it's better than
Get it
Brave. It's better than Brave though.
Is it
No.
Yes, yes. Brave's so bad. I'm sorry. It's the worst one I've ever seen. It's
Good
no,
Dinosaur
actually,
is
never
so
mind.
bad.
There's a worse one on here that I can.
Wait. Brave. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Lightyear
Brave,
is the
Disney
worst
Princess,
Pixar
or
movie yet.
It's Scottish.
yeah,
It's Scottish.
It's
It's
Scottish.
Scottish. Get it in front of it.
We-
bro. Get it in
Incredibles
front
Fine,
of it.
fine. Just because Joe did a German project on Scotland, that's the other reason. I'm doing it.
Scotland.
Alright, so but back to Rat. So are we? We're outnumbered. Me and Joe are outnumbered. You guys think Ratatouille's A tier?
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
I think that is just wrong.
The Incredible. All right, we'll rank
I think
the
it's wrong,
Incredibles
too. I
1.
think
We'll
it
start.
is in B.
This
Incredibles.
Incredibles 1 is
it's S. It's S.
S
It's an
tier.
S.
S
tier.
tier.
Stop snubbing. Stop snubbing. It's so good.
And
It's
I'm
so
just
good.
saying,
Okay,
if,
Incredibles
if we're
2,
putting it in S, we also have to put Ratatouille in S. I'm just saying.
No,
That-
No, you know
they
what?
are
Joe, we're outnumbered. We're
No.
outnumbered. Joe,
They
we're
are
outnumbered.
on par.
no. But in my
Incredibles
opinion, Incredibles 2 is in B.
Incredibles 2 is in B.
That's
I
my
respect
personal
that.
opinion.
I respect
Yeah,
that.
Is it
Incredibles 2 and B.
It's better than Soul.
Worse
Better
than
than
Soul?
Soul.
Better than Soul.
Better
Better
than
than Cars
Soul,
2.
worse than Cars 2.
Yeah,
What's
that's
Cars
fair.
2?
That's fair.
No,
That's
it's
fair.
worse than Cars
Wait,
2.
Turning Red has a bunch of 9/11 references. We gotta give it S tier.
No.
I haven't seen it. I actually haven't seen it. I have not
It's a
seen
C.
Turning
It's a
Red,
C.
but I know it's
No, so
basically
there-
about a furry. I know
No,
it's basically
F.
about a furry.
C
Okay,
movie.
so
Jack's
basically,
putting-
there's
Jack's
this
saying
theory
F tier.
because the movie is based during 2001, but before 9/11, and the character can see the future. That would mean canonically, in Turning Red, the character would see 9/11 happening
What the
before it
fuck?
happened.
Alright,
But they
doesn't
never-
matter.
Alright, that
Never
movie
seen
that means it sucks. Unless have you guys has anyone here actually seen it?
I've watched
No.
it. I've watched it. I've watched it.
What
I
is
watched
it?
a little bit.
It's
it-
a
I've
C
never
movie.
watched it.
It's a C movie. I never watched Luca, but I'm sure
No,
it's not
put
better than
F.
Luca, but it's a C movie.
F. Put an
Not
I'm
F.
saying F, so put it at the end of C.
I'll put it at the end of C. Yeah, I'll put it at the end.
Alright, Toy Story.
It's gonna be
original
pretty
is
fucking
F
bad to be
tier.
on the same level as Brave. To be fair.
Regular Toy Story, A.
Regular Toy Story is the greatest movie of all time.
Alright, Joe.
Greatest movie
I have a
of
question to ask
all
Joe. Toy Story 1 or Toy Story 2?
Toy Story 2.
One.
Thank you. Toy Story 2. Toy Story 2. We'll put them both. We'll put them
Regular
both.
Toy
We'll put
Story
them both.
1 has,
Fine.
Whoa,
I would
buddy.
say, okay, Toy Story 2, they can
Toy
both
Story
be an
1
S.
is the
we
original.
can put 'em
It's
both in
so
S.
Toy
good.
Story 2
Yeah, I'll
is
put them
in
both in S.
front
That's fine.
of
Okay, that's good.
Toy
But
Story
yeah,
1
Toy
is so
Story
good.
Story 2 is
Toy
better
Story
than
2 is in front of Toy Story.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is
Oh,
It's just-
whatever.
why is it
You guys, I'm putting numbered here.
Nate?
now. Toy
I'm
Story
gonna
is the
call out
greatest
Nate. I'm
movie
about to
of
call
all
out Nate for a bias. Nate, you
Cars is the greatest movie of all time.
yeah, nobody's arguing that. But Nate, you have a bias. You don't like Toy Story 2 because you had Mr. Geraci as a teacher, and you don't want to give flashbacks to Al from Al's Story
Oh
Bar.
God, hell!
Toy Story just
Mr. Geraci.
All right, wait, we need to do a vote.
The cart.
Put
the
Toy
cart.
Story 3 at the
We need
very
to do a vote. We need
uh,
to do a vote real quick. Who? Toy Story 1. Who's in favor of Toy Story 1?
Yes. Yes.
I'm in.
And then John, are you Toy Story 2? And Joe and me are 2?
Yeah, Toy Story.
It's 50-50.
Story 2 is better than
Text
Toy Story.
Angle. Text
Objectively,
Angle right
I
now.
will text Anko right now.
Story 2 is
objectively,
better than Toy
it's just a
Story.
better. Movie.
Yeah, that's my opinion. Alright, Anko is the tiebreaker.
Jesse, or like, why is it a better movie, Joe?
Just better plot.
Yeah, no, it is
You know.
it's a better plot. It's more well done. There's
Like-
more characters that you can
There's
actually
no
Toy
you know,
Story 1 was
connect
a
to.
groundbreaking movie, but Toy Story 2 just made it so much better.
It took it to new heights, but you have a
It's
bias to
not
the
a
original.
bad Toy Story
Is it
movie.
because there's a female character? Is this what I'm getting at here? Is it because
the
a
fuck?
female character was
Are-
introduced?
Because
No,
Woody
Nate.
gets absolutely fucking molested in the movie.
For real, my boy Woody got violated.
Guys, I have
He
a
got
bunch
his arm ripped off by Al.
Guys, for the next topic discussion, I have the 2 perfect breaking news stories that we're gonna break, and I'm going to announce them all. Okay.
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 Alright, Jeff has received the text and is reading it and is thinking about his answer for Toy Story 1 or Toy Story 2.
Has to be Toy Story 2.
This is probably the greatest.
Aiden Anko says 2. Alright, thank you. So,
He's white. He's
so-
stupid.
so are you. We all are. Well, not John, but we all are outside of John. But so Toy Story 2 will be going in front of Toy Story 1 on the official tier.
Toy Story 2 is
Are
better
you
than
fucking kidding me?
Let's go. We won, boys. We
Just
won.
better.
No. No.
Jeff just sold you in Chell and in
I'm
tier
literally
list.
wearing a Pizza Planet shirt.
Jeff,
Cause one is better than
That
2.
Pizza Planet
Jeff-
chain will
Jeff
never
just so-
get topped.
Jeff just sold you in Chell and in real life.
Buzz's depression, bro. Buzz's depression, where he tried to fly out the window.
Yeah, but what about when what about when Zurg reveals he's his father like Darth Vader? Nate, how do you not the clone of Buzz that he finds in the toy store? That's classic. That's a classic.
It doesn't matter if it's a
All right,
classic.
Toy Story
Well,
3.
technically, it's just another Buzz Lightyear. It is a clone, but you know how many
How can you
others
not
are
love
there?
Andy? How can
Yes,
you not
dude,
love
there's so
Andy?
many memes of that toy store with just 1,000 Buzz Lightyears on the shelf. All right, wait.
Toy Story 3.
Toy Story 3.
Toy Story 3 is in a B because I'd put
Yep.
4 at the tail end of C.
4 sucked. I hate
4
it.
sucked.
I
I
would put 4.
hated the ending. I hate that.
I would put
Woody
4 at the
Forky.
end. I was
Okay,
putting 4
no
at
one
the start.
likes Forky. No one likes Forky, whatever the hell his
No,
name
no,
is.
no. They did my boy Woody wrong by splitting him. and
Nate,
Buzz up.
wait, Nate, I need you to share your take real quick though. How in your good mind are you gonna snub Toy Story 3 and put it in the B tier and not an A?
It's an A. It's an A movie.
I would put it.
Well,
I would put it. I would put it like
Landon would
here or here. I don't know
Better
which.
than Inside Out. It's
Okay.
better than Coco.
All right, it's
I
not
can
better.
agree with that, yeah.
Better than Ratatouille.
I'll do it. No, it's not better than Ratatouille. No.
It's not better than Red.
No. Now this is where you're getting out of hand. That's
Wall-E are
Yeah,
S tier.
no.
Crack it.
Ratatouille is an S tier
No,
pick, and you guys are just denying.
Everybody stop. Look at the next one. This
Up and Wall-E are both S tier movies.
Wall-E is an S tier
Are
undisputed, and
both
I'm
S-
putting it here. I don't. It's better
No.
than Toy Story.
Up is better than Monsters Inc. I think it should be S tier.
Bottom
Up
of
is
S
one
for
of the
Up.
greatest.
I
or
can't
top
live
of A.
without them, yes.
You really want to
Bottom of
cram?
A.
You really want to cram the S tier this much? You want to put Up in the top of A? Because I mean, S tier would make sense to have our top
Up is
5.
such a good movie, bro.
F.
Yeah.
Up is like
All right, yeah,
S tier is
put it
our
in the-
top
put it
5.
in- All right.
This is our top 5.
Really died of can't
Well,
say
unless
so
anyone
sad.
unless anyone has a dispute of Wally, but then you just need to go to hell
No,
because that
no,
movie's.
Wally.
Wally is so good, bro. Wally's
Yeah.
so
No,
good.
no, no. Make a
Listen,
tier
guys,
below F and just put it as Lightyear.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, no,
it
yeah,
fucking
that's
sucks.
actually what I was considering. Like,
It doesn't even deserve a ranking.
it sucked. It was horrible. It just
I
was.
feel
It was
bad.
not a good movie at all.
Tarnish Buzz Lightyear's legacy.
It did. No, it took the entire fucking like story that's supposed to be behind it and made it into shit. Like how would kids think about the Toy Story world and like how they buy that toy off like the show or whatever it's supposed to be? How would they be attracted to that? Because that's fucking terrible. Now, if you think about, I don't know if any of you seen. There was a cartoon, Disney cartoon, and probably like I'm assuming the 90s. It's like Buzz Lightyear and Star Command or something, and it was.
Yeah.
Dude, that's good. This sucks. Lightyear is fucking. It's terrible. That's all I have to say. It's a bad.
Also,
Completely.
another
aside of
Joe
all
wasn't paying
controversy.
attention. Up is an S tier movie.
It's not.
Well,
That's
okay.
what I'm
Up is
Listen.
such a good movie.
No,
but
Up can listen, but my
I like Toy
my,
Story.
my
It's on the borderline.
listen, Joe. My thing is, do you really want to cram the S tier, or do you want to keep it as just our top 5? Because I feel
Okay,
like
yeah, we can keep it top.
that's
5,
why I
but
put Up.
in my opinion, I'm putting Up, Nemo, and Ratatouille in S tier,
yeah.
and
That's
Who would you
keeping
bring down?
with keeping them with them.
no, because if we're not doing a top 5, then
That is our final draft.
That's our
That-
final
let's do a top. Yeah, let's keep it top 5, and these, because every A tier movie, except I haven't seen Coco, could make, in my opinion, I can make an argument for S for any of these, including Inside Out, because I love it. But as long as we have the Lightyear tier, that's fine. And Brave just squeaks out of the bottom spot because I guess the Good Dinosaur really. Yeah.
Scotland!
If you think about it, the Good
Scotland!
Dinosaur really was that
The
bad.
lads, the lads shoot the arrow for Scotland.
Yeah, if Joe wasn't here, Brave would be there'd be a Brave
Guys,
tier on this
guys,
tier list
guys.
right now. But and then
Scotland forever.
that's good though.
I love
We
when
only
that
haven't
redhead lass
seen one
shot
movie.
the arrow in between the other arrow. That was the greatest scene of ever.
Dude, it's
You
so
guys
great.
know.
Ebra?
We only haven't seen one movie. That's really good though. Like
W.
think about that.
You guys know what time it is now, right?
All right, yeah. Now we're
All right.
going to transition to close out the segment, the longest segment. We're gonna be talking NFL with the boys.
Fellas, here we are in the NFL talk section. Now, two breaking news moments here. Falcons and Kyle Pitts have suffered a torn MCL against the Chicago
Oh
Bears.
shit.
And the Broncos have waived two-time Pro Bowl running back Melvin Gordon.
Ooh. Wait, I didn't see that. That's how he's on Torrance fantasy team. He's on Torrance fantasy team. Torrance, what happened? How did you lose
Torrance,
fantasy
Torrance.
season?
That might put you out of the running for this thing right here, the John Fantasy Cup.
Yeah, he's
name-
You
cooked.
know, as long as I can beat Aiden, I'll beat the fuck out of Crow.
Dang.
I'll beat him by
Wha-
50.
Oh,
And then
I own you. I own you. I own you.
That's
I own
not
you.
True.
I
That's
own
not
you.
True.
I
You beat me
ended
by
your
2.
season
You beat me by
with
2.
Cam
You
Newton,
beat me by
and I'm
2.
gonna do it
You beat
again.
me by 2. You beat me by 2. You beat me by 2.
Torrance,
Guys,
I'll
no,
bench
no.
Mahomes and beat you.
Do it.
Fellas.
Do it. You won't.
I will. Someone
Here's
needs
another
to
thing.
trade me a competent backup. I'm not starting Taylor Heineke.
I gotta
I'm
go on
starting
this Black
Daniel
Friday
Jones
sale
against you.
for a bunch of camera bags.
Honestly,
A Black Friday sale for camera bags.
Crone. To give you the best chances you have at winning this league, I will give you Tony Pollard.
No,
No!
that's a sandbag.
No!
I can't accept
What
that.
do you mean get Tony Pollard?
That's a sandbag. That's a
I'll
sandbag.
actually give you a trade.
I
I'll
tried
give
to
you
offer
Goddard.
him twice yesterday.
I'll give you
I
Goddard.
tried
I'll
to
give
sell
you
the
Goddard.
house. I was gonna give him 5 players, and he said no.
I'll give you Goddard, please.
Goddard is on the IR. Dallas Goddard's on the IR. Dallas Goddard's on
Let's
the
be
IR.
real. Let's be real. If this
Dallas
is an
Goedert's on the
NFL
IR.
segment, we should stick to the NFL. Screw fantasy.
Okay,
All right.
fellas, hold on. You know, we'll talk to this about this later. Now, how about Week 11 of the NFL?
All right.
This was a crazy. Okay. Patrick Mahomes owns the Chargers. Okay.
Travis Kelce owns the Chargers.
Justin Herbert is the least clutch quarterback in the NFL.
Oh, that is
That is
a scorching hot
That is a
take. The least
scorching
clutch.
hot take.
So you're saying
Justin Herbert in
Hold
the
on.
fourth quarter is like trying to dry a puddle with a wet towel.
Okay, but that's
What
ridiculous.
about that touchdown pass to Keenan Allen?
That's ridiculous.
So
Listen.
that touchdown pass, what about
So
that
you're telling me
touchdown pass?
game-winning driver time, minute 30, down 3, minute 30 in the fourth quarter, 3 timeouts, and you have the choice between Justin Herbert or Zach Wilson. Who are you taking?
Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert and Zach Wilson.
Yeah. Yeah, see? He's not the least clutch of the league. That's outlandish. That's wild.
Just because his defense gets
I said at the
caught by
moment.
Travis
I said at the moment.
At the moment,
At
dude,
this
did you,
moment,
Zach
exactly.
Wilson made his team punt 10 times yesterday.
Yeah, Zach Wilson threw for 77 yards.
It was a 3-3
Exact-
ball game.
Exactly.
They had
The
more
Jet-
punts than
Jets-
completed
the Jets
passes. They had more
offense
punts than
averaged
completed passes.
2.77 inches per yard. I believe. I don't know if I read that.
I think Justin Herbert is a good quarterback. I'm saying when it comes to that final drive, it's not this. This isn't the
Did
first
you
time.
not see? Did you not see what he did to the Raiders last year in a game to make the
And
playoffs?
no, but he still lost.
Here.
That was my argument. He's not a
Here,
winner. He's
and
a
they
stat
lost.
patter. He's Philip Rivers. He's Philip Rivers.
He's still
They would have been
just
first round
better.
exits in the playoffs. They would have been first round exits in the playoffs.
No, because they would have played us. They would have played us.
Oh, then yeah.
Then first round exits last year.
They would have played the
Well,
Bills.
that's not their
He would have
fault.
smoked them.
They would have played the Bills. That's not their fault.
Bills are winning the Super Bowl.
Bills are winning the Super Bowl this year. I
Bills,
called
I'm
it.
sorry to say this. I love this jersey and I love the Falcons hat. But the Bills are
The
not
Bills
winning
don't
the
look
Super
like they do not look like a Super Bowl team.
No, we
currently.
don't. We really don't. We really
The
don't.
Cowboys are winning the Super Bowl.
No.
Oh,
All right,
they-
honest prediction.
What?
Honest
What?
prediction.
I have to ask this in pain. What's
Do we
stopping
really
Mickey
think-
Mahomes from winning another Super Bowl?
I know nothing. Nothing.
Nothing.
What is stopping Mahomes right now?
All right, well, here's my prediction. I think there will be a Vikings versus Seahawks NFC Championship game.
You are ridiculous if you think.
How is that ridiculous? Explain to me.
Geno Smith in January. You're taking Geno Smith in January.
Yeah,
The Eagles are not making the Super Bowl. The Eagles are not making.
No.
the Eagles are not making the NFC.
The Eagles
I
are
think it's
slowly
the
getting
Vikings.
exposed. They're
I
the
think it's
they're
the
the
They're gonna
Cardinals.
become.
I think
They're gonna.
Jalen Hurts is
Cody
Kyler
Parker
Murray.
yet, and they're gonna
hot
double
take moment. Maybe a hot take. I think the Cowboys really are just that. I just think the Vikings aren't that team. I think the Vikings got taken advantage of for being ass,
So
and
the
that the
Vikings aren't
Cowboys
that
defensive
team, they
line
just got
owns
lucky.
them.
The game was. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. The
It was
game.
40 to
The game
3.
against us. The game against us was scripted. I don't care. I don't
It
care.
was a fluke.
Josh is not fumbling on the one. That doesn't happen. It was a script.
Well,
There's
it
no
is.
way.
It happened.
There's no way.
No one fumbles under center. How do you fumble under center?
It was the fix is in. The
John,
Roger
I
Goodell's
have a
script is cooking, bro.
professional- I could firsthand tell you, considering when I played varsity for the first time ever, and I went under center with Charlie, I fumbled 7 snaps in 2 games. Trust me, I know what it's like to fumble under center. It's all
When you're a
about.
prof-
Well, you're a high school
Quarterback?
quarterback. That's Josh
You're a
Allen.
professional quarterback.
Yeah, you don't do that.
It's either the ball doesn't get to the quarterback, or the quarterback just let the ball go. It's
You know,
simple.
I'm not blaming it on
Josh
Josh Allen.
Allen's hands clearly weren't in the right spot, and Gabe
Also,
Davis is already
I believe-
pushing him.
I don't know who it is. It could also be Mitch Morse because this same thing almost happened this week. Remember, there was a play
Well, yeah,
in, the game
but-
in like the fourth quarter.
It was okay. Well, let's go. It was like the first quarter. The Bills'
We were playing
first
like
drive.
ass.
It looks like the Bills are going on 2 or whatever. And what happens is on the hard count, Mitch Moore snaps the football. Josh Allen, at least he realized that Mitch Moore snapped it, because instead of staying still, he actually went forward and got about 2 yards out of it. But I think it's just a little bit on both. I think against the Vikings, Josh just let the moment get to him, and it hit his hands probably, and he dropped it. But I think I almost said against Detroit, by the way, against Cleveland in Detroit, I think Mitch Morse just wasn't there, and they did say he was banged up earlier in the drive, but he looked fine the rest of the game. I think it was just mental.
Yesterday's game was sloppy.
Speaking of
first half.
Detroit.
Yeah.
Speaking of Detroit, on a hot 3-game win streak
We're
Okay.
fine.
after blowing the touchdown of the New York Giants.
We're fine.
Giants
We're fine.
Giants
fine.
missed 2 extra points.
The Giants
I
are
believe.
coming back down to
We-
earth. The Giants are coming back down to earth.
We could not start slow against the Detroit Lions like we started slow against the
No,
Browns.
well, okay.
The-
I'll tell you why we
the
started
Lions
slow against the
running
Browns.
game.
We missed practice Friday. They did a walkthrough on Saturday and in the evening with jet lag, and then
Guess what?
played Sunday.
Guess what? What a Thursday night game is like. I mean, we play Detroit on a Thursday.
Yeah, but at least they're prepared for it. They were laid last minute that they were like. With the airport opened, so they left at 4 on Saturday. The airport was closed until 12 or 1, They didn't know they were gonna leave that day. They didn't know how they were getting to Buffalo until
The
maybe
Bills
2
should have
hours
left
after they
Thursday.
left.
Right after
The
practice.
Buffalo Bills should have left Thursday afternoon.
Yeah, I don't know
They
why they
couldn't.
didn't.
They
I
couldn't.
honestly
They
don't
couldn't.
know.
When the news
They
first
couldn't.
broke,
They
when
found
the news
out.
first
they-
broke that this game was going
they
to be moved,
found out-
they should
They were in practice. They found out that the game was moved after practice, so they got to pack everything and prep, and they just can't do that all in one. They can't schedule a flight and have to take it
Yeah,
out
no,
all in
yes,
one
they
day.
yes they absolutely can, and they should have, and they didn't.
They can't.
And it's
It's too much.
Not
It's too
those
much
players.
on the players.
They
It's too
could have at
much on
least
the
got
staff.
the players out. They could have gotten the players out.
It's just too much on everyone. Well, you can't do anything with just players.
they can.
We can
use
Well,
run a
no, yeah,
practice.
because they can at least run a walkthrough practice pretty much on their own. They're NFL players. They're not just like, oh McDermott, I need you to wipe my ass. Like that's not what they say.
Well, yeah, but they got to execute game plan, get it right. It's all with Dorsey and McDermott and whatever Frazier
No,
wants to do.
no, we're not
defense.
talking about Dorsey. I'm not talking about Dorsey because then I'll start doing what I was sending to the group
Hey,
chat. He's
I
fine.
still
Still
think
miss-
it's a half and half. It's Josh Allen and Ken Dorsey
Yeah,
both played
Ken
horrible
Dorsey
the
needs
last
to
3
be.
weeks.
Ken Dorsey needs to go or change his play calling drastically. Like, why did he
Patrick
switch
Josh
his
Allen
scheme up?
just played like shit. Well, it's not our
MVP.
fault.
Hot take.
Mahomes.
It's not a hot take. It's not a hot take. He is right now. He
Dude,
is the MVP.
Mahomes started off with Kelsey and he had Hill. Not to mention he had Andy Reid, and then this Eric Bieniemy guy, who all of a sudden is just like really a top offensive coordinator. in the
It's
league.
Andy. It's 90% Andy Reid's play calling though. Like Eric Bieniemy gets a lot more credit, I think, than he should because it's like Andy Reid. He masterminds the success of the team and he calls more of the plays than you'd think. I like Bieniemy's like good. Like I'd rather have him than Ken Dorsey. Why Dorsey worked with Dable for so long and decided to switch the scheme, acting like Brian Dable doesn't have 7 wins with Daniel Jones at quarterback right now. Daniel Jones is like I don't care how many games he wins. I'll say the same thing about Tua. They both suck. Listen,
system quarterback.
I will not give Tua his credit until he wins in the playoffs. He can put up all the stats he wants with Yak from Tyreek Hill. He's still underthrowing him by 10 yards. He still looks like shit. They
Remember when I brought
recreated
this up in
Bama.
the group chat? Mariota has more playoff wins than Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
And Lamar Jackson's probably
Lamar Jackson is a
back for
fraud.
many weeks. Lamar Jackson is back to shit.
Dude,
Lamar
yeah.
Jackson hasn't
Track
looked
year.
at
We need to
week
talk
3.
about the Ravens real quick because that was one of the worst games I've ever
Track
seen.
year, Lamar
No more-
Jackson is playing like garbage.
He is. Yeah, absolutely. He
Lamar-
played good for 3 weeks and stopped.
Lamar
Off hot.
came-
Everyone's
it all-
thinking, oh, Lamar Jackson,
He does that every year. And then he gets broke. We broke
like
Lamar.
Russell Wilson. It's a reincarnation. It's a reincarnation of Wilson.
Russell Wilson sucks too. I don't. Losing to the 2-7
like,
Derek
Oh,
Carr
it all
Raiders.
it all comes down to this. You get your 3 weeks. You look great. Injuries. So he's got an injured. Rashad Bateman's hurt, I believe.
He didn't
he's
have
got,
weapons to begin
Devin-
with. Rashad Bateman is.
I know.
Rashad Bateman dropped
I know.
more passes than Gabe Davis.
I know, but Gabe Davis is actually 3rd in the league in that category. But
Who's beating him?
at least
Deontay
in
Johnson.
percentage. I don't know.
Deontay
But
Johnson.
anyways, it all starts off the same until it's Lamar's legs, a running game, and just about mid-season. The Ravens' defense is probably the only thing that usually keeps them in the games at this point. Lamar just looks off. I mean, he needs a weapon. He needs some sort of weapon
I'll
aside
say
And
from
he's
Mark
not
Andrews
going to
has
get
been
one
very-
because Harbaugh is
AFC
a
North
communist.
has been
It's
very
not receivers.
disappointing. The entire AFC North has just been very You know,
No,
hate
you
this-
want to talk about disappointing? The AFC West is probably the most disappointing thing I've seen this
The
year.
AFC East is the best division of football. We're better than the NFC East, but it's close. I mean, but Washington
the
Washington
AFC
is
West.
red hot. I mean,
The AFC West is the most disappointing division.
oh, absolutely.
No way. The Raiders, it's all on the coaching level. I think the Raiders.
McDaniels is the worst
Derek
coach I've ever
Carr.
seen.
Derek Carr.
Daniels is the most mid coach. No, Nathaniel Hackett or McDaniels.
Nathaniel Hackett is
Derek-
Denver. McDaniels is the Raiders.
No, like who's a worse
Nathaniel
coach?
Hackett or
Oh,
McDaniels.
McDaniels is worse, absolutely. Because listen, they could
least
because
Hackett has
overall,
been-
because listen, McDaniels at the end of the day, he was still responsible for drafting Tim Tebow. So like, you don't forgive that, you know? Like, why?
Also, how are you worse? How are you worse with better talent than you had last year?
Yeah.
You have Devontae
Russell
Adams.
Wilson.
Yeah, they made the
Oh,
playoffs
sorry.
last year with Hunter Renfro, Zay Jones, and a washed Darren Waller, and Josh Jacobs was playing like shit.
Adams.
I don't know.
Adams
Devontae Adams
is
is
the
up.
best
Well-
wide receiver in the league if you give him the ball.
Well, think of it like this: Devontae Adams with Darren Waller took a lot more off of the plate of Hunter Renfro. So when Renfro got his opportunities, he didn't really capitalize on a lot of it. They started going more run heavy with Josh Jacobs until it was eventually stopped because Josh Jacobs still having a great year, but had that little span of where he looked like an elite caliber running back, and then he just got stopped. I guess I don't know,
Do you guys hear that?
but then it's like, yeah, I do.
Joe's like playing
The
his
Chargers
guitar.
defense. The Chargers
What?
defense.
No,
would be
There's multiple times in the Denver game yesterday, even though the Raiders still won, where Derek Carr solely looked down Devontae Adams because he has no chemistry with his other receivers.
Joe just spawned. I fear.
Yeah. Derek Carr
Well,
just
listen.
doesn't have good chemistry.
The Chargers
No,
defense. would be
Derek Carr is a
top five.
bitch that cries in press conferences because his team sucks, and he's gonna lose his
Chargers
job to
defense should be
CJ
top
mid.
five.
CJ Stroud is not
sorry that I'm
going
coming off
to the Raiders.
Like,
CJ Stroud's going to be a Panther.
But hear
or
me out.
Texan.
Yeah.
Custom keyboards.
should have a
Texas.
top 5 defense.
Who?
The Chargers, even with their defense fully healthy,
Yeah, no, they just played mid, but like
They
the
played
injuries
horrible.
didn't do as much as you think.
Top
'cause
5 defense.
JC Jackson was
JC Jackson,
horrible.
he got benched before he
Well,
got hurt. No one
scheme.
talks about it. He
JC
got benched
Jackson's
before he got
team
hurt.
of Bill Belichick.
He
JC
got benched
Jackson,
in a
prodigy.
game against Russell Wilson's Broncos before tearing his ACL and being out for
Yeah,
the season the next week.
And then Joey Bosa was probably the best thing that happened in that defense all year.
What
or
is he out
Derwin
for?
James.
8 to
Derwin
10?
James.
8 to 10 weeks?
Yeah, he's pretty much out for the
Yeah,
year
he's
unless they make
cooked.
playoffs.
Rashawn Slater's
The
fucking
entire-
cooked.
Their
Entire-
offensive line injuries. Their offense is full of injuries too. Their wide receiving.
They're
core.
more
I mean,
they're more injured than us collectively.
the Chargers'
Entire
offense when
NFL.
fully healthy is actually really good though. It looked so good last
They're
night.
they're good on paper and they
Amazing.
get good stats. They're not winners. It's the Chargers are always going to Charger. It doesn't matter. They had Antonio Gates, LaDainian Tomlinson, and
another
Phillip Rivers and did not
They
win a ring.
drafted another Philip Rivers.
Yeah, they
They
had Phillip.
drafted another Philip
They had
Rivers.
Phillip Rivers, Antonio Gates, and LT, and they didn't win a ring. Like, there's nothing else to say. It's cursed. Then they moved to LA, and the curse followed them because, well, they San Diego to LA.
They share a stadium. They share a stadium with the Rams.
Oh, let's talk about the Rams.
Speaking of the
Let's
Rams,
talk about the
let's
Rams.
talk-
Rams.
Biggest fraud.
What happened?
That
How is
Super
your
Bowl
season
hangover.
over?
that Super Bowl hangover must be crazy, man.
Well,
Like honestly,
well,
I've never
alright,
seen.
let's real quick. Let's address.
And the Bengals. The Bengals haven't even looked that good
They're
this
trash.
year.
No, they're Jamar Chase made the team, but let's
They're
let's
both
go back to the
flukes.
Rams. Who did the Rams played the Saints and Andy Dalton torched them.
Uh,
John, I'm gonna diss your golden boy real quick. Did you know
Matt
that
Stafford got hurt.
in less games played, Andy Dalton leads the NFC South in touchdown passes
Tom Brady
with
does
le-
not look so hot.
with less games played than Tom Brady. He
He's
is washed and needs.
undefeated since his divorce.
He's 2-0 against
He's 2-0.
the Seattle
The
Seahawks,
Seahawks.
and who?
The Rams. Wait. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I'm talking
Wait,
about
we're-
Tom.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
the,
the Rams.
the washed Rams and
Oh,
Geno
yeah.
Smith. All right, and he's 2-0 since getting the. And now
No,
Mike
she's,
Evans-
now Giselle is with the jujitsu coach or whatever. Did you guys see that?
Yeah, Mike Evans.
Dude,
doesn't
Ghetto
look-
Gronk
doesn't
was
look that
clouded
impressive
him.
either.
Honestly,
But
guys,
Mike Evans is
we're
washed.
talking about Tom Brady. We're talking about Tom Brady.
Okay.
But Mike Evans is dropping balls. All these
Where's their
players are dropping balls.
defense? Where's their defense?
Exactly. Todd Bowles doesn't know how to.
Todd Bowles,
Coach of
no,
football
Todd
team.
Bowles is a bottom 5 coach. He's garbage. It's so bad.
It doesn't matter about everyone else. Tom Brady just hasn't looked good.
He's also
Doesn't-
he hasn't been
bottom
as
line.
shitty as Aaron Rodgers, but it's kind of close.
He's Aaron Rodgers
hasn't had
with a
his-
better weapon.
He hasn't had a great season. But also, his team is not helping him out a one bit.
See, this is what happens when Brady doesn't have a system to bail
His
him out.
defense. Bruce Arians, they might not have liked each other, but it was working for them.
It was, yeah.
He had to come out of retirement.
I agree with that. No, but because notice there's another coach now that has an issue with Brady. I think we know the common thing here. I mean, I get it's probably hard to get along with Bill Belichick, but I mean, you won 6 rings together and you're on bad terms. Like that's pretty hard to do.
Please, let's make
Well,
shots.
we're talking about Bill Belichick. We might as well talk about Mac Jones.
Oh,
Sophomore
dude.
slump.
He's just bad. He's just not a good player. He's
Exactly.
a worse
They
Jimmy
need-
Garoppolo.
they-
I never thought I would say that about a player in my fucking life, but he's a worse Jimmy Garoppolo, and I can't believe I'm
They
even
need to
saying
get
that.
Mac Jones weapons. I don't know what they're doing. That's
I
what
mean,
they need.
That,
Mac
that,
Jones.
that
Mac
run
Jones
game looked like
needs-
shit
Their biggest
yesterday.
weapon in the last 2 decades. Their biggest weapons in the last 2 decades was Randy Moss and Rob Gronkowski.
Well, you just
Julian
you
Edelman,
just
Danny
casually name
Amendola.
dropped 2 Hall of Famers, so I
I mean, you want to compare them to?
Julian Edelman. Every
Julian
third
Edelman.
down.
Edelman is
Every
not a,
third
Edelman
down-
is not a Hall of
Edelman is
Famer.
even-
Edelman is not a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, but you look
I'm
at those
talking about the
targets
Hall
from
of
20
Fame.
years ago, and you look at their
Hey.
targets now. The 2 Patriots targets
Who made
that
the
they target
biggest
the
cut?
most
Who made
are
the
Devontae
biggest
Parker
catch?
and Jacoby Myers.
The biggest
Who
catch.
made the biggest catch in the Super Bowl to help win 20 comeback of 28-3?
Who
Julian
made,
Edelman.
who made the biggest catch in the Super Bowl to beat Tom Brady?
Julian Edelman. Julian
Not
Edelman
Tyreek Hill.
is not even the top 200 in receiving yards
Julian
He
Edelman
is
is
the-
a,
he's
play,
a
he's,
solid
he's a
wide
playoff
receiver
merchant. He's a playoff
of all
merchant.
time.
He's just
he's not-
reliable. is what I'm saying he's a reliable
Yeah.
check down guy.
Yeah.
He's always gonna get open.
Yeah,
in,
that's
like,
all
the
fucking
short
Brady
stuff.
does is
Brady
throw
only
5-yard
throw
dink-a-dunks.
Yeah,
What about the nameless running backs that he's had that are all good in his system?
Rashad White.
Corey
What's it-
Dillon. Corey
No,
Dillon.
dude,
was
he
one of
made
the
he
best
made
running backs in
James
the last
White and
few years.
Sony Michel and Rex Burkhead look like competent
Look
running backs
amazing.
in the NFL.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, James White was fucking a dog for like 2 years. That was it.
I mean, he won them.
What's
Past-
the
in the
dude that they
past
got from the
decade-
Bills? Who's the number 35 former running back in the Bills? Oh fuck.
What?
They had a Bills running back signed with them.
35.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Wait, 30. Are you talking? I don't know.
Fuck,
I'm
what was his
thinking.
name?
Like as soon as I thought of 35.
What year?
It was
year?
it was like a year or two after they signed Gilmore.
This is way back then. What?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, it's a
Why
while
am I
ago,
thinking
but
Chris Hogan? Why am I thinking Chris Hogan?
no, he's 15 and he's a wide receiver.
Yeah.
He plays lacrosse.
Yeah,
a lot,
yeah,
man.
he's the one that plays the cross.
What are you talking
Fuck,
about?
He
35?
retired. He retired, and then Danny Amendola retired.
Yeah.
This year.
Who's 35?
There's like
Back
there's
number
like a
35.
yeah. He's just good on the Patriots. It's just a common theme. Patriots running backs are usually pretty good.
Because all they do is throw checkdowns and run the ball.
Torn, it is not CJ Spiller. It's not
I
CJ.
said
No, what
CJ
the
Spiller
fuck?
was number 28 on the Bills.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I'm just like you're name dropping
Yeah,
people, and I'm like, it's
I
not
was just
CJ
naming running backs on the Bills
Spiller. All right.
that we've had.
McAllis? No.
You do agree we miss EJ Manuel, right?
No, I don't.
I miss.
No.
I miss.
I miss
He's now
Nathan
an analyst
Peterman.
for the ACC network.
I miss
Yeah.
Harrison Phillips, and
I'm happy we got Shaq Lawson back.
I miss
It's Tyrod Taylor.
Jerry Hughes, who's balling right now. Oh my God, he looks like a
Those-
demon. He looks like an
Dude,
absolute demon.
those two fourth down, the two stops on the quarterback sneaks by Brissett that were stopped by Phillips and lost. Amazing.
Dude, Jerry Hughes and Mario Addison are actually low-key cooking up in Houston. Like, did you see them owning Jalen Hurts? That was pretty on primetime. That was pretty fun to watch. I don't know. Speaking of the Texans, my
They just
fantasy team felt the wrath of Washington's defense without Chase Young absolutely taking a shit
Hey,
on
long
Damian
neck
Pierce.
Davis Mills. Chase Young, I forgot he existed.
They wanted him to
I
play and
know.
he didn't. Dude,
Chase
Damian
Young
Pierce shit his pants against the Washington
I had the
defense.
defense. I had the Washington
Yeah, they had
defense.
fucking they
Stopped
had like
like
2 picks, a
21.
pick six. Davis Mills is terrible.
In Brian
He's
Robinson,
just a bridge guy.
right? Robinson got shot twice, and he came back before Keenan Allen did. Before Trey
And
White
Michael
did.
Thomas, because Michael Thomas is a pussy.
Well,
Michael
Guys,
Thomas,
let's make fun of
dude,
Michael Thomas.
you
Let's
can't-
make
you
fun of
can't-
Michael Thomas
you
for
can't-
being
you
a
can't
slant
throw
merchant.
Trey Wright. You can't throw Trey White was still he wasn't cleared by the time Robinson came back.
The worst Ohio State wide receiver ever.
The worst
Michael
Ohio
Thomas
State
is
wide receiver
simply just
ever
a bitch.
is
Michael
He
Thomas.
he's
it's
had
not
more,
Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas, bro, has just been disappointing ever since the record-setting season he had.
And then he became the highest paid receiver in the league and didn't play.
What about
You gotta be like Tyler Lockett. Every time he catches the ball, just go down.
Torin, let's talk
Yeah,
about
Mike-
your stat
Get
padding
hurt doing that.
Ohio State quarterback that seems to
Yeah, but-
not be able to win any
No.
games as he just lost to Jared Goff and Marcus Mariota 2 weeks in a row.
Justin Fields.
Yes, let's talk about Justin Fields, who looks good on
to his
paper,
credit,
but is not a winner.
His,
Justin
his
Fields
rushing
is a
stats.
very
And you could say he has no help, but he's not
on
winning
a
games.
shitty team.
Yeah, you can say he has no help, but he's not winning games.
When you're running back, all right, Dave Montgomery is not terrible.
Yeah, did you
But
see his
Darnell
overthrow?
Mooney is so inconsistent. Okay.
Did you see his
Don't-
overthrow to Darnell
Stop,
Mooney? That was the
stop,
worst thing of it.
stop.
It's worse than rookie Josh Allen.
Anyways,
It was worse than
anyways.
Well,
rookie
to be
Josh
honest, it
Anyways.
happened. Darnell Mooney's been overthrown by like every quarterback that's thrown to him when he's wide open.
I feel bad for Darnell Mooney, and well, not Allen Robinson anymore, because he had a touchdown yesterday, but he just
Mhm.
sucks.
He did.
Harry.
He just sucks.
Nikhil Harry, Chase Claypool, Darnell Mooney, Equinemius St. Brown.
Equinemius.
Guys,
Yes,
Guys.
John.
Huh.
Yes, John.
I won a football game.
What?
Matt Prater gets like 12 points. I won a fantasy football league.
Sleeper.
Yeah.
Sleeper.
I'm about to be 5-6 in this league.
I don't know.
What else we want to talk about regarding NFL?
That team was all.
Dallas.
Dallas.
Dallas absolutely
Dallas.
spat on the Vikings.
Dallas's defensive line looks good.
I was
but
trying
I mean,
to put.
it's-
I was
it's
trying to
Dallas.
post an agenda as a joke, and I still got cooked. Does he
It's
know what he
the
was
same
thinking
thing
in
every year.
his
The
mind?
Cowboys have a good or disappointing regular season. They won't do anything in the playoffs.
No.
Ja-
You gotta get rid of that score, that jumbotron. Damn it!
Yeah, I
That thing blocks more punts.
They're cooked.
Pressure
Dan
does.
Quinn and Kellen Moore will not be on their staff after this year. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
they're both
Dan
going to
Quinn's
go.
gonna be a head coach. Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably going to coach like Tampa or something. He needs
Yeah,
a team
Dan
with a
Quinn's
good
gonna be a head
defense.
coach again, and he's
No,
and he's gonna be
Denver,
cooked
Denver.
again.
He's going to coach Denver.
Well, we all know what happened last time he fucking coached a team. So
I mean, he took them to the Super Bowl, but then
well, okay, no, listen. It was Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan shit his pants. Dan Quinn doesn't call the plays.
NFL MVP Matt Ryan in 2016 and prime Julio Jones took them to the Super Bowl, led by one of the best defenses in the NFL, and still lost to Tom Brady.
Speaking of bad coaching, we're gonna go off of the NFL a little bit.
you say Ken Dorsey.
Bill O'Brien ruins NFL teams, and he ruins college football teams as well.
Yeah,
Oh,
fuck Alabama.
Mad Bama
Fuck
fan,
Alabama.
Mad Bama fan
Fuck
up in here.
Alabama. Fuck Alabama.
All right, well,
What?
John, let me
I
ask you a
hate Bill
question.
O'Brien. I hate Bill O'Brien.
Let
Are
me
you
ask
a
you a
Tide
question,
fan,
John.
John?
I have a
He
serious
is.
football
He
question for
is.
you
Yeah.
regarding CFB. If you're an NFL team, are you drafting Bryce Young or CJ Stroud first?
CJ Stroud.
Young.
He's a Bryce. Yeah, he's got to roll. He's got to roll with his guy. I respect it.
CJ Stroud before Bryce Young.
Backs have been great as of late. Tua Tagovailoa is undefeated.
Yeah.
Doesn't fucking matter.
Speaking of that,
Okay.
Torrin,
Doesn't
you were held close by Talia Tagovailoa last weekend.
I can't lie, Maryland's not bad though. They kind of
Maryland is
shit on
not a bad
UB.
team.
Yeah, but
They're not a bad team.
Talia Tagovailoa.
Who cares, bro? I mean,
Maryland
They
is a
played
pretty
really good. like that was a good game. It was fun to watch. And then our fucking defense with them. Nice little late stop.
Well, yeah,
Damn,
but
Bill
what's your
O'Brien
defense
is
gonna do
the
against
biggest
Michigan?
enemy.
Stop the run.
Are you sure?
No. Then
Do you actually?
I
'Cause
mean-
your favorites to win because you're higher seeded, but it's like
It-
Michigan's also got to stop the
it's gonna
passing
be like a
game.
3-point game.
Yeah,
It's
you're
gonna be
probably
Michigan-
like 3 point
Michigan's got to
favorites.
stop
is
the
what I
air game.
guess.
Michigan's got to stop the air game of
I
Ohio,
feel like
Ohio
if
State.
we win by
It's
if
over
we
under
lose
2.5
by three,
probably. I'd actually
if we
be
lose
curious
by
to see that.
3, I think we still got a shot at making the playoff.
I'd actually like to
I
see
think
the
that
plus
TCU
minus. I
is
think it'd be
gonna
2.5.
Do you think
We gotta
TCU
talk
is gonna
about how
sell?
Clemson
TCU,
shit
if they
on
make the
Miami.
college football playoff, is fucking nuts.
TCU is
They're
gonna
not good.
TCU is gonna throw.
Torrin, did you see how we creamed Miami like 40-6?
Torrin, I'm gonna be honest. I don't care what you do against Michigan, because regardless, both of you are still gonna make the playoffs. Whichever one of you loses, you're still gonna probably make it as the 4. And
lose
George is beating all of you, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, bro, you're gonna get cooked by
Will Stetson Bennett get
Bennett.
drafted? Will Stetson Bennett get
No.
drafted?
No,
He's gonna be a late pick. He's gonna be a late round pick if he does.
Will he be like a Kyle Trask?
Yeah.
Well, Kyle Trask was 2nd round by
Or
Tampa.
who's the dude on the Commanders?
Oh, Sam
UNC,
Howell
I
from
believe.
UNC?
Sam Howell.
Oh, he's a
yeah.
fraud because he went to UNC. Sucks.
Doesn't matter. He's the best quarterback on their roster, not named Taylor Heineke.
He's Carson Wentz.
UNC
Respect
football.
Carson Wentz, please. Sam Howell
Why?
is not better
He's
than
so
Carson Wentz.
bad.
Sam Howell is not better
Wentz
than
is
Carson
so
Wentz.
bad. Okay. I would take half of like the league over Carson Wentz.
Yeah,
at this
I would.
point.
I would take over half the league over Carson Wentz. This means I'd take an unproven UNC rookie quarterback over.
I will take my chance. I'll take
Bro's
my
got
chance.
hatred against UNC.
I'm a Duke fan. What do you mean,
Well,
bro? Has
doesn't
hatred
matter.
against UNC?
I,
Yeah.
I've got hatred against Michigan.
Torin, that's my Michigan.
Team up north. Sorry for the week.
I hate the Gamecocks.
They beat Tennessee.
Yeah, dude, the
know.
Gamecocks. The Gamecocks.
And
When I saw
Spencer
Tennessee
Rattler-
lost to a
Spencer
team called
Rattler.
the Gamecocks.
A name that you have not heard. In
Will
over a
he
year.
get drafted?
Since
Will
the
he get drafted?
No. I haven't heard of
Rattler.
Rattler since he transferred.
No.
Yeah. I don't think he'll get drafted.
When he shit his pants the one time.
Okay,
but-
who's the fucking QB for it's like Will Levi or whatever his name is? From
Is it the Auburn?
the Kentucky one.
I don't know.
Oh boy,
Kentucky.
boys,
Oh wait, hold on. Will Levis.
He's
There's-
so fucking shit. He's terrible, and he's gonna get drafted just like Zach Wilson did, and he's gonna do the exact same thing for another poor team, and it's gonna be
The
like the
Jets.
worst
Have
thing you've
more
ever seen.
breaking news for the Denver Broncos backfield.
Oh no,
Latavius Murray's
running
the
back-
full-time starter.
Benjamin.
Broncos running back Chase Edmonds suffered a high ankle sprain Sunday and now expected to miss a few weeks.
Latavius Murray.
This dude is gonna start Latavius Murray against me, and he, like a fraud.
Broncos backfield is in shambles. They are punching the
It's
air.
only
They are
Latavius-
Dude, they're
only
gonna
Latavius Murray.
sign Adrian Peterson. They're gonna sign Adrian Peterson.
Broncos country.
They're gonna
Let's
sign
ride.
Odell. They're gonna sign Odell.
Put me in there. Put me in, coach.
Put me in, yo.
Guys, what if
They're
we?
gonna start.
Well, okay. Well, we could talk about this. What's it called? Melvin Gordon is gonna get claimed by someone. Where do you think he'll go?
I think he will
England.
go. No.
New England. I think like Carolina or Carolina.
That is hurt.
Carolina, the Jets.
Atlanta.
To Atlanta.
Cincinnati. If Joe Mixon's concussion is bad.
Cincinnati Bengals.
'Cause Joe Mixon does have a concussion. Do you think he'll miss time?
Yeah,
Probably. I think.
definitely.
Yeah, if he's in protocol.
Dude, Joe,
He's
you
in
do
protocol,
not know
yeah.
ball. I fear you're cooked.
Totally.
But
dude.
take this as a learning experience. You can learn names and what teams are good and what
No,
teams are bad.
you want to know what I've been watching this entire time?
But
It's like,
Two Mormon elders going out like clubbing. Well, it's like a skit, but it's very funny.
I'm about to go play Clash.
Yeah, it's been 2 hours.
Wait, Torin,
Yeah.
who do you think will be taken? Well, obviously, C.J. Stroud will be the first OSU player off the board, but after that, do you think?
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Do you think it's gonna be? Do you think it's gonna be JSN, Marvin Harrison Jr. or Paris Johnson, the tackle? Who's gonna go first?
So, in my opinion,
Because Paris
Probably
Johnson
the
is a
tackle.
stud, and a lot of
Paris
teams need
Johnson-
O-line.
Probably
Harris
the tackle.
Johnson will go first, but I think that Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to stay one more year at OSU, and that Smith and Jigma is going to probably top 15.
And then
He's
alright,
just as good as his
Bro's a
brother.
dog. Bro's a
let
dog.
me talk about. I'll talk about prospects for every team outside of quarterbacks. So
Me and my
Nate,
own wedding.
Nate,
Me
we
on the
know
OSU downfall.
Nate, we know DJ isn't gonna get drafted, but who's going first? You probably Miles Murphy is probably gonna be first Clemson player.
Yeah, I don't know if our running back's gonna qualify either. And then there's KJ Henry.
You're gonna
KJ
lose your
Henry is the edge
entire
rusher.
defensive line, pretty much.
It
Yeah.
never fucking sucks. Will
Oh,
Anderson's
it's
getting taken
Nate,
first.
it's Trenton Simpson. That's your
Oh,
linebacker.
dude, all of our what's good about our linebackers is all athletic and they could go sideline to sideline. It's rare.
The first
Very
overall pick in the NFL draft will be Will Anderson, the linebacker.
Yeah, no,
from-
that will not be the first pick. I was gonna ask John
No,
about Will
taking a
Anderson.
Top three.
linebacker,
Top three.
taking a
Top three.
linebacker at one is absurd. I can't lie. I
Will
could just never
Anderson,
see
Will
myself.
Anderson will be
Top three.
drafted by either the
Top three.
Raiders or the Bears. The
Sounds like
Raiders
a
will
Raiders
not take a
pick.
quarterback.
Easily.
Like,
Raiders
if we're
would wait
thinking about it
anyway.
realistically, Carolina will be dumb and draft a quarterback and forget they have Matt Corral. They'll take C.J. Stroud.
Matt Corral sucks though.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
He sucks?
yeah, Nate.
Nate, what do you mean?
Totally.
He's never
He
played.
sucks.
I don't even think he's played a
He
preseason
just
game.
sucks.
Nate, he tore his
He
ACL in
just sucks,
preseason.
bro. I don't care. He sucks. No quarterback on that roster. good.
Also, okay, when do we think Desmond Ritter's getting a shot? I think it's
Never.
sooner rather than later but the Falcons
I
are
quite
somehow
literally-
winning games. So Mariota's like, well, because last week everyone's against, oh, he just lost to Carolina, so he's on the hot seat, and then he goes out this week and beats Justin Fields. So now everyone's like,
You
oh, he
wanna
just
know
won a game,
something?
so we got to give him a break.
Completely irrelevant. Well, not really irrelevant, but it is because it's not something based off real life. I quite literally in a Madden franchise with the Falcons traded Desmond Ritter to the Jets and drafted a quarterback. So
Who'd you
that's how
draft?
much confidence
Who'd you draft?
I drafted this quarterback who's now got superstar development and won me a Super Bowl in his first year.
What's his
I
name?
built a pretty good team. Travarius Babineau.
What?
Auto-generated
Is it a fake
guy.
player? They make fake
Yeah.
players. Travarius
Yeah, I did an
Babineau.
auto draft instead of like
Travarius
an actual
Babineau.
like draft class. Yeah, and then I drafted him. I drafted linebacker 3, and my Tre'Davious Babineau won Super Bowl MVP. He won a Super Bowl, and he's also Rookie of the Year. And my linebacker won Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Okay, this is very interesting. This
I also signed Rashard Gary in the offseason.
this what's it called?
Oh shit! I have a doctor's appointment.
When?
Sucks to be you.
Yeah, I got work in. 40
Yeah,
minutes.
all right. If we have nothing else productive to talk about, then I suppose we could just close this out, right?
All right.
Josh Allen looks good in shorts.
Josh Allen looks good in shorts.
Next.
He has not looked as good in the field, but he'll bounce
Shout
back.
out Josh Allen's girlfriend.
Shout out Josh Allen's girlfriend. All right, boys.
Shout out to Josh Allen's dog.
That's gonna conclude episode 2 of the GI Wifflecast. Be sure to like, sub, check out the other
Ace
videos
is
on
out.
the channel.
Ace is out. Best team in the league. Ace is out.
Yeah, for
Debatable.
real. For real,
But
for real.
Joe's got to go to work. Torrance got to go to a doctor's appointment. I got to take a shit. We'll see you guys next one. Take care.